All right, let's go ahead and get this stream started. Welcome in, Stags and Does. How are you guys all doing? Let me go ahead and there we go. Get the gameplay on. Perfect. All right, we are live across the board. What is up, Stags and Does? Hello, hi, my name is Redthedeer, and of course, I appreciate you guys being here. Welcome in. We started off going through Mulgore with some friends earlier today. It was such a blast. But then my wife's car needed to get picked up. We needed to end stream for some personal reasons, and we are live to try to finish up Mulgore now. So we also have a movie planned later tonight, so we are on a timeline. We have until 9 o'clock tonight to do this. If they've added enough content to keep us busy until 9 o'clock tonight, I can already see some friends from earlier today. What is up? Hello. Welcome in, already being stream sniped is crazy. I love that so much. But yeah, if we don't finish up Mulgore by 9 o'clock tonight, then I have failed. So we're gonna hopefully go through Mulgore. I might read some of the quests, I might not read some of the quests, but we're gonna see what the changes are to the zone, and obviously bring in as many people as possible. So if you guys are interested in joining us, you're welcome to do so. Hello. I can bring you into the group if you want to. If you just wanna, if you just wanna walk around with me, you're welcome to do so on your little level 43. I love that so much. Again, we do only play really on Rexar, so this is a Vol'jin character specifically for the one reason of we are trying to get this Conquest of Azeroth Master War Chest unlocked. To do that, we have to be level 10. You will get 2 of these on your account, 1 per a server, 1 on Rexar and 1 on Vol'jin. So you need to make a level 10 character on both. These are really, really important. This is going to set you up with all of the conveniences for the vanity. It's going to give you your training books for your professions and your classes. That's what all these books that are following people around are. This is going to give you 2 sets of 30 slot bags and also a couple larger bags you can use on your main character. But the main thing it gives you is a cosmetic set that is represented by one of the 21 classes. You can choose whatever class you want, and it is going to give you a mount, a class transmog that is iconic or thematic with the class you have chose, and you will unlock that for all of your characters. So if you want 2 free, beautiful, completely crafted mounts, or really cool mounts like the Abyssal Worm if you choose Cultist, in our case, we got the Reaver. Let's see if it pops up. How many times? There it is. This is the Chronomancer mount. So if you guys want these mounts, you have to be able to get a character to level 10. You'll get one for free when you log on both of the servers. I also think you're going to get a couple if you log on to the classless servers on Friday. So keep your ears to the ground there and see if we have more opportunity to earn more free cosmetics. But yeah. Oh, I'm getting a trade. I'm getting some gifties. Ooh, a Scroll of Agility. It's going to help out so much. Thank you, thank you. Can't use it to level 40, but you know what? I could sell it for some good cash. I'll hold on to it. We might get to level 40. I'll clip the moment and post you on it. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and start. If we're looking at our quests, we have about a bunch to do to the south. I always like to go to those little wells whenever I'm doing Mulgore, immediately off to the southeast, do the Moranchi quest, killing all the Prairie Hearts, getting all the Wolf Paws and the Talons done. That's all in that same area that's here. This area, the Exile of Embers, is a brand new quest that they added, as well as there's a whole new quest hub just on the other side of this bridge from Bloodhood Village. So we've got a lot of brand new content to explore that Ascension has added to this. Let's go ahead and turn in the quests that we have in this area so far in Bloodhood Village, and then we will move forward and go towards these wells down here. I think Vicky's going to be joining us. She's just hanging out with her sister right now. Cal might be joining us a little bit later, but if anyone else would like to join us, we are currently on Vol'jin on Rexar. This says, in order to pass through the Rite of Vision, you must gather the reagents needed to make the Water of Seas. I will need well stones, which can be found around the water wells in Mulgore. With those, I can combine ambercorn, which fall beneath the mighty trees in our land. These reagents contain magical elements, and when brewed and consumed before the tribal fire, will cause you to encounter a vision. Follow it, and it will lead you to the next step on your holy quest. Of this holy quest. It's interesting that it says holy. Oh no! Always the first one. Always the first time that storyline pops up does it bug out. But that's not going to bother us too much. It's not going to delay us. It should be gone now. I also have the AI voiceovers for all of the quests that were made by Blizzard. I downloaded that add-on, so I will only ideally have to read the quests that are new. And that's going to be cool because we'll know it's new when it doesn't pop up with an AI prompt. If we click on this one, it should immediately... I do have auto quest turned on. Hold on. Auto... AQ, accept off. Perfect. Now it'll stop auto accepting and turning in. AQ turn in. Stop. Nice. Completion, auto completion. AQ auto completion. Off. Perfect. All right. Now we are good. We should be able to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and kill some of these delicious little Mulgore beasts that are all around this area. Not a significant amount of changes to Bloodhood Village besides that second rise up there right next to the trading vendor, but I didn't see anything really interesting up there outside of some quest vendors, maybe some trade vendors, a lot of different trainers for all the different classes they put up there. The real fun with the new stuff is going to happen when we cross the bridge and head on over into that area. That area I've seen is completely brand new, built up, new little quest hub for us. This quest should be for us to get the Prairie Stalker paws. See if I can get it to read it.
A few days ago, we
Perfect.
found a venture company caravan traveling under
Oh, the venture company quest. Right.
Lake. We'd lost 2 of our
Good to know that that's still here.
So we were quick to attack and lay waste to the caravan. We left their supply crates, thinking that our torches would destroy anything of value. But given that venture company salvagers have been spotted near the burned wagons, maybe we were wrong. Perhaps you could go to the caravan and examine the contents of the crates.
Freaking AI is so cool. Let me know if the audio quality is really good. What is up, Gorga? Welcome in. I saw you were already on. Look at you in my group already. Stream sniping before the stream started. Appreciate you being in the Discord and getting those notifications early. I will always post when I go live on the Discord, so if you guys want to be more closely connected to the community, better in tuned to what we're doing on our day-to-day, that is going to be via the Discord. Discord.gg/Redthedeer. And that's how you join, and that's how you participate. I appreciate you being here. Should be... There we go. There's our swings. I was like, that should be making noises, but it's not. We are currently playing a Ranger. Our buddy Iron Gut here is playing a Necromancer. They are level 43, so if you guys have any questions about how Necromancer plays in the endgame level, I'm sure that they'd be very happy and satisfied to be able to let you know what it feels like, how to play it, and what their decisions have been made, what decisions they have made to be able to enjoy the spec further. I love this, like, ranged hunter aspect. I also really like that this is a focus-based class. Focus-based class in Classic is so cool. That basically means, like, we are good to go. Like, these, like, we will have a rotation by level 10. Hands down, easy peasy. All right, I need the one of each. Nothing to do with these venture crows yet. I just got to kill all the animals. Just go around killing all the animals. We're good. Me and my squad are pulling up next stream, and on my Discord username. Okay, no worries, you're good. If you need to join a Discord for safety, just let us know. Discord.gg. Go ahead and whisper anyone there. I'm sure they'll be very happy to be able to monitor you and make sure that you get home safely. Be safe, brother. Appreciate you.
May the light embrace you.
Yo, thank you for that follow, Martin. I appreciate you. We did change our notification sounds, and we got them to start working better. So you guys should be able to hear follows, chat shares, all those things. That should be a nice, proper, loud notification sound. Just like that. Thank you for sharing as well. That's the best way to get more people into chat. I love when people share my stream. Thank you so much. And also testing out those noise notifications, making sure that they are working out great. You're probably asking yourself, man, he's level 43. How come he's not one-shotting stuff? It's because we have scaling on. So after you've out-leveled the zone, you can always go back. You can turn scaling on or off depending on what you choose. But if you want scaling on, you can always go back to zones like Mulgore, like Westfall, or whatever you might do, and be able to still enjoy a proper questing experience through that area. That's one of the things that I really hope they do add to Classic Plus. It's a convenience that they added in Cataclysm with the scaling. If you don't like scaling, you can turn it off. Does not matter. That is a choice for you to be able to have, but it allows us to be able to do content like this where we have a level 43 with us, and instead of him just one-shotting and carrying me through everything, he's killing level 39 mobs, or 5 levels lower than he would be. So I guess I'd be 38. I can't do math. Never do math on stream. We talked about that. But he's going to be able to get experience for doing this. He's also getting extra experience for being grouped up with me. It's awesome. I love world scaling. I think that's one of the coolest things they ever added into the game, and when it works properly, and sometimes it doesn't always work properly, it's one of those things that is so magical and creates a better world building experience for you and your community and your friends. So I highly appreciate the fact that scaling is in this game. Ooh, I don't want to get too far ahead of everyone, but I am not going to stop questing because we are on a timeline, like I said. Thank you so much for the stream earlier today. You guys were incredible. We peaked at 37 total viewers on a Ascension stream. World of Warcraft content creator has always been my dream to be able to do that. So continue enjoying the content that I am producing. Continue hanging out with us. Enjoy me questing through the experience in the world and showcasing games and variants of the games and PTR and new content with the games that we love. That is what we're doing this here for. So appreciate everyone here. You guys have been incredible. The community's been growing like crazy. We're going to do our best to make sure that we scale appropriately, get employees when we need them, continue producing and just making content. We're just out here just doing what we got to do to make content for the rest of you. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, enjoy, witness the changes to the Mulgore zone that we have yet to discover because this is new for all of us. Right now we are doing the stuff that we've all seen. I need some more swoops. But yeah. This is awesome. For those that love Mulgore, hopefully the changes don't take you out of the aspect of actually still enjoying Mulgore. Hopefully it should all just be still really good, enjoyable content. So far, all the changes they've made to the zones, the main one that we've gone through 100% is Teldrassil. I liked them all. I thought that they added rather than reduced, right? When every decision that they made, every time they added a new quest hub, every time that they made something a little bit different, they tweaked it, they tweaked a rare being in a certain area, they added content to the zone rather than making it feel more cumbersome or more to do. It was all a new experience, and every quest I did in Teldrassil was awesome. So that's why we're doing this now. Hopefully going to be able to really enjoy the experience. There's something super peaceful about Mulgore and the Barrens whenever you play as a Tauren. It's like iconic classic Horde World of Warcraft content. Am I wrong on that? When you guys sit here and you're like, oh man, I love being a Horde character. I could be skinning all of these mobs, bro. Oh no, I could have been skinning all of these mobs. Alright, let's go try to tag some of these gnolls. These updated gnoll models that look so good. I hope Blizzard doesn't try to touch this game. They already have, but I do hope that they fail in their attempts. That is very true. Welcome in, everyone in chat. Please do your best to communicate with each other. You know, sometimes I get busy whenever I'm in a game or if I'm in a poll. I can't always get to chat immediately, and I'd love answers to questions as quick as possible. So feel free to answer other people's questions or communicate with them in chat. Have a good time. That's what the community is all for. This is a giant egg? The Kodo egg. Wait, Kodos can lay eggs? I don't own this vanity item. Is that a free companion? No way. Oh, it's a baby Kodo! Guys, look at her baby Kodo! It looks just like all the other Kodos. No, Kodos don't lay eggs. Of course not. Of course it's a thunder lizard. It's a nice, beautiful red one, though. What a really cool companion in classic World of Warcraft to get for free just by exploring the area a little bit. How nice. Taking a break from WoW until Season 2? Correct, yeah. We are absolutely... Well, I'm still logging in. I'm getting my time walking done. I'm doing all the things that I still need to do. So, yeah, we're still playing WoW. We're just not necessarily making content on it right now until it gets released. We do have plans to go into the PTR this week. I don't know when that's going to be because it was supposed to be tonight. We're going to go do some mount farming at some point tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow will just be a retail day because we'll do some mount farming in the day shift, and then maybe we'll go into the PTR, check out the new zone, check out the class changes to Hunter, maybe try around, do a dungeon, maybe one of the new raids, see what the PTR has available for us. But yeah, we are currently taking a content break from retail World of Warcraft, but we'll be back in there. There'll be weeks upon weeks of us playing some World of Warcraft. The main game that we're swapping to after even Ascension is Thursday. Thursday is going to be a crazy fun stream, chat. We are going to be going into the new, completely remastered Halo Combat Evolved Collector's Edition, something blah, 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 crazy long game paddle. It's basically the very first Halo game, been re-updated on Unreal Engine and brand new. So if you're interested in that content, tune in on Tuesday. We'll be trying that game out. We'll probably beat the entire campaign on, sorry, not Tuesday. We'll be playing that on Thursday. Hopefully we beat the whole campaign that day. And then if we want to do a PvP stream or a competitive game stream, we might have time to be able to do so afterwards. I really only play SWAT whenever I play... Oh, that's not an actual lootable chest. Whenever I play Halo, I only really ever play the SWAT game mode. That's like the hardcore version of their competitive game. I just don't like the grenade spam technique that they use in multiplayer on Halo. So if you guys feel that with me, SWAT is where it's at. It's way more fun. I need 5 more poachers. 5 more poachers. Unsearch the quest that we don't need to worry about. Gosh, the freaking poison quiver is actually such a cool mechanic. Every time I auto attack, I apply another stacking dot of this poison, and the poison actually hits so hard. I can also go stealth, apply a different dot, go double poison. Look at that, 3 stacks of poison. Also, the toxic dart's doing poison. That is just ripping their HP apart. How awesome is that? I needed a break. We all did. We all needed a break, and people need to forgive themselves for needing breaks from long-term commitment games, you know? We've gotten into this crazy system of games are only fun if I get the opportunity to play it for several months at a time. And honestly, that's not what games are for, you know? When we used to have discs, back in the old day, if you will, when we used to have discs, we had no idea how long that disc was going to stay good. It could get scratched by your little brother any given day. So you just enjoyed the time that you had on that game, and you knew that there was a lifespan for it that would eventually run out. So don't feel bad about taking breaks from these long-term commitment games like all these MMOs. You know, go be a human, live your life, try other games. You know, give yourself an opportunity to explore and dive into the content of other stuff. We're currently playing Ranger. 3,500 and was like break time. Exactly, Robinson. I got there too. I was all like, I got all of my goals done. I didn't get cutting edge. I got ahead of the curve on every raid except for Lura. I never killed Lura on ahead of the curve. But I got what I wanted out of that season. I think we did a great season 1 for Midnight, and phenomenal game that it was. I'm excited for 12.1 though. Hopefully we get some good seasonal content from that as well. Ranger, thank you so much, Danny. I appreciate you. Yeah. Currently playing Ranger, only level 8, so we still don't have our spec yet. I will be going the ranged DPS game mode, but we might try Far Strider because we're going to have an opportunity to use our specialization books that we will get from our chest. So, man, these freaking gnolls are really wanting to die. They need me to kill 10 of these gnolls, man. 8 of the skinners and 10 of the tanners. Already all the poachers. Auto attack. Freaking so cool. I like the way that the gameplay flows with Ranger right now, where you use energy, in this case focus, to generate combo points. It's basically like a really fun, flavorful rogue. I really would probably main this spec if it was in retail. It's a very satisfying playstyle, and I'm only at level 8, so I can't wait to see how this one progresses and grows. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Redthedeer. I do stream a lot of World of Warcraft content. We've been growing like crazy playing the Ascension variant of World of Warcraft, and I'm happy to do so. I'm taking the risk so you guys don't have to, and it has been nothing but fireworks. I tell you what, this game is phenomenal. If you guys would like to join us, we have a guild on the Rexar server. If you guys download the game at ascension.gg, you could join us on Rexar whenever we end up getting into potentially endgame content. If we get that far, we shall see if the game even lasts that long. But we're going to play it until we can't. And it's going to be fun all the way through. You guys do not want to miss a part of it. So either hang back and enjoy the content perspective by watching it via me or my VODs on YouTube, or go ahead and download the game yourself and try it. You'd be surprised how much fun you have. Man, this guy's doing a lot of damage. Fellsworn. Level 7 Orc Fellsworn was just annihilating those guys. It's got so many minions, it's so fun. Necromancer is just an absolute zoo build. Thank you so much for the Heart Me Gamer, I appreciate that. That is one of the best things you can do to support the stream. Every time someone sends a Heart Me coin, it adds you to our community fan base, it upgrades our community, we get better perks and a lot more opportunity from TikTok. So if you guys are enjoying the content, for 1 coin, you can dramatically affect how we grow on this channel. So thank you so much for the Heart Me. I appreciate it. Welcome to the fan club. If you guys are all watching and enjoying it, please consider sending at least just 1 Heart Me coin. and then also go through the process of leveling it up. It gamifies the whole entire viewing experience. It's really fun. If you haven't done it yet, I recommend that you try it. It's a blast. We did get a sword, didn't we? Yeah, the sword's an upgrade. Nice. Go ahead and sort all that out. Oh my goodness. I still need... Oh, we're good. We're good. I don't need any more gnolls. We killed all the gnolls. We killed all of the gnolls. I do need the harpies over to the south. Yeah, southeast, all the way further down. So let's just go ahead and kill some minions while we're on the way. I need some swoops still. I need some plane striders. I need a cougar. And then I need 8 of the harpies slain. And we will have a lot of quests to turn in on our way back to Bloodhoof. Thank you, gamer. I appreciate you. There's one thing I do well. It's ad reads. It's the only thing for some reason I can do very, very well. It's a secret talent of mine. You need me to plug something? I can plug the hell out of it. But I really do appreciate you being here. Thank you for that, heart me. Appreciate you, for sure. Chat, please yell at me when I don't skin stuff. I never take skinning, so this is a new experience for me to have to remind myself to loot the target twice. Oh my god, look at your little baby raptor! Deviate, nice, you get that from Wailing Caverns, I think. Cool little rare drop opportunity. Adorable. Adorable little companion. How many mounts do you have on this character? Because I know that you've recently just started playing with us, so I'm interested to see how many you've earned outside of the actual gifts they give you for free. Because I got 2 extra mounts on my Alliance character for going through the quest zone of Gray Sky. That's that entire brand new zone. The entire zone is brand new. We finished playing through that on Friday, so if you guys are interested in what the new zones look like or what Ascension's capable of making when it comes to making an entire content zone, go check out my VODs on YouTube. They are awesome. I appreciate the support that we've been getting on them, but yeah, Gray Sky gave me 2 mounts for 1 whole zone. You only have 2? Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair. What ping do you get? My latency is 300 in Australian Ascension, annoyingly. That's actually a pretty high latency, but considering all of the servers connect to the same one, I am in an Oklahoma, and I only have 92 latency. 300 is not horrible, considering you're connecting to a server worldwide, but yeah, I've heard a couple different people complain about the lag, and personally, while streaming to multiple platforms and having the internet that I do, I experience 0 lag, even when there's hundreds of people casting the same exact spell. All the capital cities, I've never had any issues, so I think Ascension's doing something right, but I have heard some people have some issues. I just personally haven't experienced that. Completely free to play. What I get from normal, so Green Raptor, the Ivory one I bought from the Crossroads. Nice, nice. How much gold are the mounts in Classic? Like 9 gold a piece, right? I think it's Europe, so as far as it can be. Ooh. You play in North American Classic and I get 160? Wow, that's a good connection. It's a good connection to the North American servers. There's a lot of people that want me to make a character on a European server on retail, so that way I can play with some European friends, but I don't even know how to go about doing that. Do I have to like use a VPN, or can I just like load into a different version of the game? Attack power! Dude, those gloves are huge! They don't really look that cool, but those are really nice gloves. That was 4 attack power right off the bat. That's going to be a massive amount of damage. Very, very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big upgrade. We are already level 8. We have been absolutely cruising through the experience of XP this time.
Arcanon Poros.
Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. Welcome to SIO. You just changed the server on Classic. It's easy. Even on retail, you can just choose a server. Nice. I'm definitely going to have to look into that because I've got so many community members. We're worldwide. This stream is worldwide. You're obviously in Australia right now, and that humbles the crap out of me. It's like literally makes me blush. But I have so many people that want to play with me on Europe, so I might just make a character. Maybe we'll do like a week of leveling up a character fresh on a brand new server in retail and see what that experience is like. Because has anyone outside of my sister... Ooh, my inventory's full. Let me go ahead and trash some stuff because we have so many goodies. Use this. That'll free up a space. Let me transmog that real fast. Get rid of these. I don't even use water. Do you use mana? No, you don't use mana. Okay. Get rid of those. Don't need the bandages. I don't really care about money too much on this character because, like I said, we play on Rexar. You use mana? I see you use a different resource. Do you have 2 resource bars as a necromancer? I use runic as a secondary resource. Oh, you have mana and runic power? So you're like a mana using Death Knight. That's interesting. Does it play well? Or is it like you feel like you need to drink mana a lot? I love that you're having to chat back to me. It's so funny. Lol. Early game, very mana hungry early game. Ooh, okay, good to know. Good cautionary tale for those that want to try Necromancer. I've only gotten into like level 6, so truthfully, they're all mana hungry up until that point, but I didn't really try it past that point. I'm not a big melee spec person, you know? Not even in retail, not anymore. I used to play melee forever, but ranged has won my heart, and so here we are, playing ranged characters now. 2 more talons. Wonder if there's another World Forged piece of gear over here. I think there's a rare, if I remember correctly, there's a rare somewhere nearby. Like a Wind Fury Matriarch rare. Maybe it's a Knoll rare, but I remember there's a rare that patrols this southern area. Probably is a Knoll, if I'm remembering. I think the Harpy rare is up here to the north. Could be completely wrong, though. My mana is like 3.5k. Dang. That's not a lot, considering you... I mean, I guess that's a lot. You only have 2,700 health. Been crazy fun playing COA. Nice. What is that? Scroticals? What a name. Only level 8? Correct. Yeah, we're going through all of Mulgore right now, seeing the changes, so welcome in. But we're cruising through the experience. So our main character, I think, is level 32, give or take. Give or take a level or 2. We're right up there, ready to start doing some Scarlet Monastery. Getting into the Dire Malls soon. I got all my talons, we can go. Yee! Woohoo! Ooh, Windfire Claw. There was another World Forged piece of gear. Oh, but my bags are gonna be full. This is a trinket that improves my haste at level 8? Wow. Yo, that's so sick. I just got a free haste trinket. I also have a different trinket too, Thorn Mantle Quills from killing that rare earlier. To have my trinkets filled out at level 8, that's pretty cool. I'm glad they let alts use XP aura pots now. Yeah, I've heard that's been a big complaint by a lot of people is, you can have those. I don't have bag space for them. A lot of people really want to be able to use heirlooms and the experience potions, the experience auras, all those other things you can get from the donation shop early. They did a survey to be able to see what the community's thoughts were on that. I voted no on it because I think the 1 to 60 experience should still hold its integrity. After that, you can do whatever you want. But I think it would be detrimental to a new player to come into this game and just immediately start using heirlooms and experience trinkets. They're not getting the full experience of what Conquest of Azeroth has to offer. That could be me being a purist. Since the game is so limited and it is on a shelf right now that has such a limited amount of time, I can understand why people really want their experience gifts so that way they can get through them. But I'm excited to, what do they call it? Prestige? I'm excited to prestige my character. If you guys don't know, in Conquest of Azeroth and all of Project Ascension's projects, once you get to max level, you can prestige, restarting your character back at level 1 with all of the cosmetics and vanities and experience and gold and bag items, everything stays the same, but your level changes back to 1. So then you can go back through and re-level, and awesome, it's so cool. If you have heirloom gear, I guess, probably helps. That's totally fine. Oh, that person. They're talking. We're eavesdropping. It's like Druid, right? Basically. Oh, they're asking about Venomancer. Lol. Love this. Y'all have fun. They're having like a little convo. That's so cute. The community's actually interacting with each other. Random people talking to each other. In an MMO. In a World of Warcraft MMO? Oh my god, that's so... Wow, why would you do that? That's weird. Don't talk to people. Don't make friends in a game where you need friends to play. People who say that there's no community building on Ascension because it's a dead game are dead frickin' wrong. There's more community building in this game than I've ever seen in any other MMO I've played. Even the first time Classic World of Warcraft came out, we were all just waiting in line for mobs. We weren't talking to each other. Like, we were being, you know, nice and community forward, but we weren't adding people to our friends list. We weren't actively asking people to hang out. We weren't grouping up with random strangers who are just hanging out with us just because it's fun to do so. This game's just a completely different style of game than I think anyone has truly experienced in a long time. It is the perfect epitome of what an MMO community should be. So, it's been awesome. I need like 2 more swoops. I guess they're only in that little area in the middle, in between the well and the harpies. I thought they were all over the plains, but that's probably why I didn't get enough of them. So many people on my comments too, recently on some of my shorts were all like, why are you on a mount? You're only level 6. Are you telling me that that game gives you a mount early? And they're like trying to like talk about it like how that's a bad thing. It's like, yeah, one of the most annoying parts that make the game feel as long as it does in Classic is the travel time between quests, especially in a zone like Mulgore. The amount of moving back and forth you do in this zone is crazy. So getting a mount at level 6 actually feels like a proper progression and a really nice reward for completing the starting zone experience, that level 1 to 7 experience. Damn, dude, I have no idea where these swoops are. Swoopies! I need some flying vultures, please! We can get them later if we want to, but I'd rather just finish up this whole entire southern zone and then move forward. You go that way, I'll go this way. Tell me if you find any. Just let me know. Of course. Yeah, of course. You got some gold bags on your character if you need them. Ooh, I might need them on Rexar. For sure. I might need them on Rexar. I love your name, by the way, dude. Scroticles is hilarious. Yo, man, look out. Scroticles is raiding the city. General Scroticles coming in hot. What a name. I love it. No one ever gets it. It's the best. Does Ascension cost money to play? Not at all. Completely free to play. 100%. They pronounce it like Socrates, or Socrates. Socratles? Yeah, that's one way to pronounce it, I guess. I mean, I'm the worst at pronouncing people's names. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy I was able to get yours right, but if I ever pronounce anyone's name wrong, please let me know. I will do the best to correct it based off of how you're typing it to be pronounced. I know that sounds weird, but some people can definitely like, oh no, you want me to spell out like, oh, my name is this, and then they do like the whole enunciation letters. Like when Google Translate's trying to tell you how to pronounce it, and you still don't know. Just embarrass yourself. We're on Rexar. Our guild and our main character's on Rexar. We're only on Vol'jin just to get the extra chest. We'll be going back to Rexar whenever we finish Mulgore. We're only probably going to use this character to go through these starter zones. Because I want to see at least what Durotar and Tearsful Glades have changed as well in their full overarching zone. This is Ascension. Private server for World of Warcraft. Dude, I need 2 more swoops. And they just don't exist. We wiped them out, man. They are extinct. Oh no. Alright, it looks like we got more swoops to do in the northern area, so I guess this will be just a quest we turn in later. Vol'jin was the they're both the exact same server, so they're sister servers. The only reason why Rexar exists is because the player base is so large that they needed to divide it just for people to have an opportunity to play. Like how I'm struggling to find swoops right now. Multiply that by like 3, that's how many players are currently actually on the game at any given time. It would be impossible to play. So Rexar and Vol'jin are sister servers. That just means that they're the exact same game, that are playing at the exact same real time, and when the servers die down in population, they will merge them into one. This game, specifically Conquest of Azeroth, the server that we're playing, is 21 new classes. That's the main thing that's different than normal WoW, but otherwise there's obviously new content, new quests, new profession updates, like literally anything that you could think of that you'd be like, oh, I wonder if they have that. It's here, I promise you. Because like it's so rushed, it's a race to get to the best gear, no helping. Yeah, classic World of Warcraft needs a full revamp. Like, why are we going through Wrath for a 4th time, man? No one wants that. No one. Just either leave permanent servers so that way there's no deadline and people can take the game at their course and play it whenever they want to instead of feeling rushed to get to the end. Or make something different about it so it's interesting to try again. Annoying. I wish I rolled Rexar now. If you haven't already, make a character on Rexar because you have to get to level 10 anyways. I think you can also send mail between servers. I'm not quite sure. I've been enjoying it so much. Good, you can turn transmog off. Yeah, exactly.
Death and life are a circle, a necessity. One cannot exist without the other. Take time to ponder this and do well.
Dude, Bane talking to me right now? Bane voice acting to me right now?
Adventurer, it is
oh god. Rick, sorry, Bane. I can't.
Respect of the land and its
Bane, I'm so sorry. I gotta go sell stuff first. Hold on, I'll be back, Daddy Bane. Hold on. Yo, he got mad at me. He tried to make me turn that quest in twice. Where's a vendor in this?
Warm wishes to you.
Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the sleigh. Do.
Warm wishes to you.
Thank you for that follow as well. Scroticals, thank you, thank you, thank you. Where is the vendor here? That add-on was called Storyline. The voice AI is called VoiceOver. It's actually usable in retail as well. That's why it only works on the retail quests. If I ever miss a chat, guys, I'm so sorry, but there's a lot of you in here and I'm gonna do the best that I can to talk to it. But please feel free to communicate to each other and answer each other's questions. That will help me out more than you know. It'd be so helpful if you guys answered each other's questions too, if you can. VoiceOver is the one that read the quest. I just like retails where tanks pull half the dungeon and it's not classic feel. I do agree that they
Arcanon Poros.
Thank you so much for that follow, Jacob. Appreciate you. Welcome to the sleigh. If you guys, I do agree that the dungeons are the only thing that kind of feel a little off. They definitely feel like retail dungeons, and I know a lot of people don't want that. They want that classic feel, but the best way that you're going to get that classic
May
feeling...
the light embrace you.
Thank you for that follow as well. Everyone, welcome in. You're going to get that with friends. So join the Discord, join the community, create a group with everyone that's there and say, hey, we want to have like a classic experience going through the dungeons. We're going to take it nice and slow, explore, look through the World Forge gear, look for nooks and crannies. That's probably going to be your best experience. If you use the group finder, those guys are just trying to level up as fast as possible. So they're going to be treating it like a retail dungeon, and that's not nearly what the experience we're trying to have here. So you got to take a little bit with what you can. I'm happy there's group finder, but I definitely understand that a lot of people don't want that style of dungeon gameplay. This is RuneScape 4? Dude, I wish. RuneScape having 4 games would be crazy. The Wind Furies are deadly foes. Their strength in battle is one rivaled by their desire for fresh meat.
You have done well, adventurer.
H-O-I.
Welcome in, Vic. Vic gets TTS because she was one of my top 5 gifters last month. We are coming to a close on this month, so you guys have 11 more days to be able to get into that top 5 ranking. If you guys want to have TTS when you guys are in my chat, that only goes to the top 5 coin gifters of that month. So I'll post on the Discord as we get closer what the current ranking looks like, but every coin helps, especially those Heart Me coins that help boost the community. So if you guys have any coins, the Heart Me coins are the best thing to do for me. Retail minus is so funny. Classic plus, it's retail minus. That's hilarious. I've not heard retail minus, but I'm absolutely using that. My fever grows worse.
About balancing just PvP, right?
Just PvP needs balance for sure. My fever grows worse and I find my mind drifting into delirious nightmares.
Awesome.
In delirious nightmares, I should have known that I wouldn't be able to handle a beast my grandfather was unable to defeat. Do you have the ingredients for my remedy? I fear I do not clean the infection soon. It will be the death of me. I got you, brother.
Thank you, adventurer. Using the items you brought me, I'll be able to create the remedy I need to stop the spread of the infection and eventually cure it completely.
That's right, I interrupt you no matter what I do.
Yeah, baby, you're always there to interrupt me forever until the end of time, and I love you for that. I should probably turn you down just a smidge. Join us on Rexar. We're currently playing on Vol'jin, but join us on Rexar, for sure. That's going to be where you're going to be able to join the guild in the Discord. That's where all the stuff's going to happen. Thank you for the bracers, brother. Nice upgrade. Ooh, an 8-slot bag. Once I hit level 10, I'll have 30 slot bags. I just got to get there first. Got to get to 10, man. We're desperate for it. Where'd that 8-slot bag go? There it is. This is one of my favorite add-ons. I gotta make sure I download this for retail. I just love this add-on so much. That Baginator that sorts it by category. Shows you the free slots down here. Amazing. We have 14 free slots. It's the best. Once you've gathered enough well stones from around the water wells and ambercorn from beneath the trees, I will prepare the water of the seers for you.
I see you have learned to gather from our sacred land, adventurer. It will take but a moment for me to brew the water of the seers.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this as well. Turn this up just a smidge. Turn the music down just a smidge. Ambience here. That should make it to where you guys can hear the voice just a little bit better. Playing Bronzebeard. Bronzebeard's going to be the closest to Classic Plus if we get one from Blizzard. So if you guys want an authentic Classic Plus experience, go play Bronzebeard.
When you are ready, consume the waters near the tribal fire. Once you have ingested the holy waters, it will take a few moments before the vision materializes before the fire.
Then we have to follow the dog.
It is up to you to follow it to your destiny.
To your destiny. Okay, we're not going to do that quite yet. I do want to train, though. Hold on. We've hit a couple levels. We might have some training to do. Wild Strike, rank 2. Here, light leather. Turn 1 light leather into 1 crude leather that you can use for your craft abilities. And then Woodsman Adaptation. Enhance an ally's focus, increasing their melee and ranged attack power by 30? My first buff is a 30 attack power increase? What? That is so incredibly strong. Oh my gosh. Dude. Enjoy your attack power. Also, sorry. Do you want to join Disc? Question mark. Check out my meat wagon. You have a meat wagon. Wait. You want me to... You already did? I meant like voice. Meat wagon buffs. Corpse wagon. Damage dealt increased by 3%. Oh, wow. Necromancer actually has a lot of buffs, it seems like. Because you've given me like 4 or 5 different ones. So that's a lot of buff management for one class. That's fun. If you like to be a little support, you can do that with Necro. Last good thing WoW did was Hardcore Anniversary. It's been L's ever since. Dude, Jacob, actually W take. Not gonna lie. I agree. Hardcore Anniversary was the best. Thank you for the coins. I appreciate you, Vic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Doing what you can to maintain your top 5 gifter status. I don't get TTS on this. Not all the time. It's gonna play every now and then. It should just continue to play, but sometimes it skips. Not this account. Oh, interesting. It's the other account? Oh. Weird. Either way.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's totally fine then. That's funny because I typed in the other one, the one that's all caps. So I guess it's because they're both linked, it's just going to choose one. I can probably add the other account, but I'm not worried about it. We're close to the end of the month anyways.
Now, you must take it to the well and perform a cleansing ritual.
We have to go back to the well, so that's when we can grab our swoops. Perfect. Perfect timing.
This will not be an easy task, but you must do it if we are ever to use its waters again. Fortune to you, adventurer.
I'm in gaming if you want. Perfect, I'll bring you in. I'll bring you in since you're hanging out with me. I'd love to have someone to be able to bounce ideas off of. All the way down there. Our Discord is awesome, guys. Make sure you guys join discord.gg/Redthedeer. I am on voice.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome in, welcome in. This is our buddy that we met earlier today. He's been helping us out at little level 43, just guiding us around and having a good time. What's your favorite aspect of Conquest of Azeroth?
I would certainly say
Arcanon
the
Poros.
minions, given how I've been able to absolutely buff them to oblivion. The reason why you could barely kill a ghoul was mostly because of an ability I got called Cobalt-Plated Armor.
Arcanon
Increases
Poros.
the armor of your undead minions by 30, scaling with your level.
Wow. Scales with your level.
Scales with my level, starting at level 1. So right now, it's at 690.
You could buff the ghoul's attack power by 690?
No, that's the armor.
Oh my gosh, that's still so much armor reduction. That's crazy.
Well,
Wow.
that's physical resistance.
Yeah.
Distance conducted. But in the case of abominations, that's just overwhelming.
I love that so much. Yeah, just the class fantasy alone with every single spec, like not class, but all 70 specs, I feel like they've done a fantastic job of class fantasy. It feels so magical.
I also get a very fun little ability called Army of the Dead for my ghouls, which allows them to attack faster and be able to critical strike more often.
So you are fully like Necromancer is a full-on pet build. Like all of your damage, everything comes from your pets.
Well, one of the specs.
Okay.
The other specs, there are 2 other specs that go into more damage, but the one I went for is more minion focus.
Yeah, I love a good zoo build. It's one of my favorite things to play. Like I love Demonology on. Ooh, we gotta grab that from him. Perfect. We got one. They're still here. Like I love Demonology. The way that they changed Demonology and Legion to be very focused on spawning in imps, and basically all of your damage comes in from spawning in different demons. It's so fun. That type of like pet build, that zoo build. That's a great class fantasy to have.
Agreed. It also helps that I'm able to heal them for a portion of a maximum amount of their health from my health.
Oh.
And considering who ghouls heal me whenever they attack, it's
constant cycle. Yeah, that's a constant cycle. Exactly. Okay, so you're basically completely immortal almost, as long as they're attacking. Yeah. Does Necro have a tank spec, or is it just all DPS?
DPS mostly. The 2 other specs are Plague, which is direct dot damage, and Rime, which is more icy. And if I remember correctly, one of the later specs allows you to transform into a Lich.
Ooh, that's really interesting. So Rime's more like if you played Kel'Thuzad in the actual game.
Exactly.
Oh, that's such a fun fantasy. I actually might try that. As a ranged DPS fan, I think playing a Necromancer or playing like an old school Necromancer in the sense of a Lich from Warcraft 3 where you have Frost Nova, you've got Frost Armor, Death and Decay. Like those abilities that are iconic to the hero class of Warcraft 3 is probably so fun to play.
True. While I don't think we have Frost Nova, we do have Glacial Meteor.
Even better. It's better than Frost Nova. Who cares? That sounds so sick. That sounds so cool. Yeah, no, every class has been good. Honestly, I don't think there's been a class that I played that I didn't really enjoy. I didn't give Necro its roses, to be fair, because that was the only one that I thought was a little boring to play, but I didn't get to the specs. I didn't get to level 10, so I think that's really when that class turns on.
Oh, very much so.
Dude, I need one more swoop.
Yeah, he's refusing to appear for some benign reason.
It's okay. We'll get him on the north side, I guess. Let's go turn in that well cleansing and then head to the new area. Have you quested in Mulgore yet?
Not yet, actually. I've actually just been exploring this area because I am currently doing some questing in Boralis, just southwest of here, of a maximum of 40.
Nice. Did they change? I mean, I'm assuming every single zone has had some town upgrade, some change, right?
Town upgrade, map upgrade. If you thought you've seen this place normally, you would feel absolutely overwhelmed.
Wow. That's probably good for some of the zones that were really weak in questing in the original Classic WoW. Like, I'm going to get a lot of heat for this because everyone loves it, but like 1,000 Needles, hot take, 1,000 Needles sucks to quest in. I don't care what anyone says. That zone sucks as a classic questing zone, so I'm excited to see if the changes Ascension was able to make to it makes it more enjoyable, more convenient, whatever it might be, because generally I would refuse to go to 1,000 Needles just because I'm either going to die from the fall damage, or going up and down the giant mountains is so annoying. Try to find the elevator. I know that a lot of people love the lore in that zone and dealing with the Quillboars and all that stuff, but overall, I really don't like 1,000 Needles. That might be a hot take because I know a lot of the Horde purists out there love it, but I generally play Alliance, so I don't have to deal with it too much. I am excited to see the changes to zones like that, though. Like, Red Ridge also is one of those that everyone loves, but I'd like to see what they could have added to it to make it even better. God, Ranger's actually just so satisfying to play. It's got such a good cycle. Ooh.
Of course, with the ability of Animator Necromancer, I'm able to pull in a lot.
What? That was like that. These are also high level for him too, so the scaling is proper. So he's killing stuff like they're five levels lower, but
my level.
yeah.
These elementals are actually at my level.
Yeah, and you're just like one-shotting them. Damn, Necromancer sounds fun, man.
Yep.
And what
But
spec's
there
the
is-
actual name? What's the name of the actual spec you're playing? Is it Death?
Animation.
Animation, okay. Death is the one that's more Nerubian based, right?
No, there are 3 specs.
Mm-hmm.
Hex, animation, plague, and rhyme.
Ooh. Plague, then. That sounds like a dot
Yeah.
class.
Yes, very much so.
Very cool. Do you think there's a World Forge piece of gear inside the tent? Probably, right? Ooh, there's a person back here. This guy... Wait, hold on. Is this a meme? Oh, I'm dead.
Hold on. Oh, no, you're not.
Yeah, yep.
Hold on. I
Those,
got you.
those guys
I
hurt
got
so
you.
bad. Can you
There.
rep?
I can res people.
Oh, cool. I'll let you go ahead and finish up that combat. I think this dude in here is the meme of that dog that's surrounded by fire. You know what I mean?
Oh, is it literally a...
It's just a dude
Oh,
that's
my word.
that's just inside this building that's clearly been on fire, but he's just like totally chilling, like everything's fine. That's one of my favorite pictures. This is definitely, I think, an om to that. I'd have to look at the name to see if it's fully that, but Arduino. Arduino? I think that is. That sounds like, I don't know what's going on. Everything's fine.
There we go. Alright. Now we should be...
Damn, these things are hyper spawning. I could probably just release.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
Oh, I'm right here. I'm literally in the city. Also, I need to do this
Oh.
anyways, so that way... Yeah. I won't get res sickness because I'm lower level, but I need to complete that for the Ascension
Oh.
quest.
Oh, it worked.
It worked out, it worked out.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, it makes sense.
I think that's absolutely an to that meme, which is funny.
Yeah, very much.
Ooh, the sawmill's also right here in town too. That's convenient for leveling.
Yeah, surprisingly, there's a lot of class effects that actually work well with professions.
Yeah, for real. I love the way that they've tied professions into the classes. It makes it way more deeper connection to your class and better class fantasy overall. So that's a great freaking point. I really do hope if they take anything from Classic Plus, it's the changing of the zones, but primarily professions. If they can do an overhaul to professions the way that this game has, Classic Plus will succeed, because that's one of the coolest things to the game. It adds so much playtime, replayability, like customization, craftability over your character and class than if you played a necromancer with leatherworking versus a necromancer with mining. It's just a completely different feeling, and I think that is what helps build class identity, character identity. So hopefully they do that. I really do love the profession changes they've made.
Very true. And let's also keep in mind that there's also certain skills that also work with professions. Like the Tinkerer I have in Rexar's server allows me to summon a saw blade whenever I want.
Oh, dude, that's so sick. I didn't know that. That's so convenient, because the sawmill is one of the most annoying things for professions to try to find. Because it is a new addition that Project Ascension has added, they're being very particular with where they're placing their sawmills. For example, if you level up a human, the only access to a sawmill all throughout Stormwind and Elwyn Forest is going over to the actual sawmill in the zone. So it's very annoying to have to do woodworking and have to run all the way over there, but it does make sense and it's iconic, so it's kind of like a classic sort of feeling. But to be able to drop one, oh my gosh, that'd be everything.
Oh, very much so.
Did not realize that classes were relevant to professions. Yeah, no, they actually did a lot of tie-ins. I know Knights of Zoroth drop a forge, and pyromancers can drop a campfire, which is the least impressive of all the 3 of those, because everyone can drop a campfire. But pyromancers, it's instant, so suck it.
May the light embrace you.
Think of that,
And
follow
I
Shores.
I believe necromancers also get something. Here, let me summon my book.
That'd be interesting.
Come on out, book. Yes, animation actually gets animate skeletal smith.
What does that mean?
Hold on, let me get a closer look.
Can you drop a
animate
vendor?
Animate a skeletal smith that can repair the equipment for allies for 1 minute.
Your class has an auto repair hammer? What? Yo, that's so badass.
Yep.
I just grabbed scanning and herbalism on everything for farming. Lol, I think I need to reassess. Yeah, especially if you're playing Conquest of Azeroth. I gotta show you guys leatherworking here in a bit. I will deep dive into professions on some point onto the channel. I'll even do profession guides, at least the level 1 to 20 profession guides, so that way you can see how important these crafting materials and gathering can be for you. Every time you make a product with crafting professions that gives you a skill up, you also get XP from. There's entirely a possible way, and there's a challenge for it, to level up with just doing professions. You get 0 XP from quests and killing just from professions. It's really interesting.
And there are also certain quests that require items that you have to make. Like for engineer, you have to make the deadly blunderbuss in order to complete a certain quest line.
I love that there's profession quests again. That's something I noticed too, leveling up as an enchanter. You have actual two to three different enchanting quests you can pick up from Stormwind that tell you to go craft a specific thing, and it'll give you a brand new recipe that never existed before. One of them is a cosmetic weapon enchant, which is really cool for the vanity, and then the other one is a shoulders enchant, because there's no shoulder enchants in Classic, at least at that level. So it's really cool to be able to get that early. And I think they did a good job with the profession quests overall. Like I said, the overhaul on professions is top tier. They obviously made that their bread and butter, and they spent a lot of time on it. And I want to give it its roses as much as possible, because it is one of the best parts of this game for sure.
Very much so.
Realm is the most entertaining or has the most content. I think Conquest of Azeroth will have the most content just because there's 21 classes to play through. So 70 different specs. If you just stuck with just doing the specs, you would have 70 different playthroughs of the game. That's 60 plus hours per playthrough, not including if you're using experience potions and stuff, just on average 40 to 60 hours to get to level 60. That is months worth of leveling content. So if you're talking about long-term commitments to a game, you can absolutely have that in Conquest of Azeroth. That's going to be Rexar. You can join our guild as well if you join there. I've not gotten any level max characters yet. I have only a level 32 is my max. We've been doing a lot of alt gameplay because I've been wanting to try as many specs as possible. And rightfully so, because that's the best part of the game right now, is playing through the different classes. I'm actually almost level 10 here, which is really nice. Couple more Cougar Claws, and then Prowler Paws. What a quest. Say that 10 times fast. How do I join? Ascension.gg, and then if you want to make sure you get actually into the guild itself, your best chance is going to be either catch us when we're streaming and we're on, and we can send you an invite. I'm on a Vol'jin character, so I can't do it right now. But I would join the Discord. That's discord.gg/Redthedeer. Join us there. Let us know your character's name in the World of Warcraft chat. And whenever we get on, we'll send you a guild invite. We'll also, that'll be your best way to join the guild on retail as well whenever we get back to retail. All the guild and the community, my streams community, is entirely done through that server. So anytime that we're playing any game, Pal World, Diablo, you want to join up with us, the Discord's going to be the best way to connect to it. Trying to tank a class, I only have like 10 on each so far, looking for taunts. Ooh, I don't know if the tanks actually get a lot of taunts. I've not done any tanking in Conquest. Have you tanked at all?
Not that I've actually done so far.
Yeah. My tank's not online right now. I'll have to ask Cal whenever he gets on. I will say the 3 best tanks I've healed from a healer's perspective is Starcaller, Guardian, and Reaper. Those guys are literally, I don't have to heal them at all at like level 30. They just run the dungeon themselves. It's pretty bonkers.
Very, very fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably be able to do as well with my Abomination. With
yeah, you probably could tank. Yeah, 100%. That thing's insane. What is your...
And of course, with my Gravebound Companion, I'm able to just have a little, very interesting ability with it as well, even though it's on a 5-minute cooldown. Summon a Gravebound Champion that he redirects 50% of all damage the caster takes to themselves for 20 seconds.
It sounds like they wanted you guys to tank, or like have a pet tanking spec. Maybe it'll come out later. That'll be interesting. My favorite or best class, I'm having fun on Pyro. I'm having a lot of fun on this right now, but I always have fun through the 1 to 10 experience pretty much. I would say thematically is either Sun Cleric or Starcaller, and then playstyle-wise would probably also be Starcaller and maybe Pyro. So doubling down, Starcaller is probably my favorite class right now, and that's going to be the next one that we level up on stream later this week.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that one's going to be really fun. I love the idea of being a Sentinel. I've wanted to be one since I played Warcraft 3. I was a Night Elf main in Warcraft 3 whenever I played, so being a Sentinel is like iconic as hell for me. Guardian and Fell class, can't remember. Fellsworn is what you're thinking of probably. I don't know how they work with no taunts. Interesting.
Well, they mostly just do a lot of damage to increase their threat.
Yeah, you probably have some type of secondary aura passive that says this does extra damage. So you might not get a taunt specifically, but you might just be able to taunt, or it would feel like it. Oh, this is a rare, dude. We just got a rare.
Oh, crap. Come here.
I was like, wait, there's a Quillbore over here. I was like, that's weird. What a weird spot for this Quillbore. This is Lozavoke Thormantle, and he's got Spirit of the Boar Pet. This is a rare that they added into the game. This was not here before. Dropped Glyph of the Tunic, Gypsy Tunic of the Moonstalker. That is Agility, Stamina, Spirit, Chest Piece. Needing. Thank you. I will equip. Appreciate it.
Especially since it's leather, and I'm mostly cloth.
Ooh, Necro wears cloth. That's actually interesting. I thought they were plate for some reason.
Nope. No, we're cloth.
That's so fun.
Tinkerers could literally have any other armor except plate.
Yeah. You also might get taunt at level 15 because that's the idea time when you start questing or when you start doing the dungeons. So you might not have a taunt per se. You can go into dungeons at level 10, but you have to walk into them yourself. If you want a group finder, you can't do that until level 15. So you might get your more defensive abilities and more utility for your role. Like I don't get an AoE heal on Pyro until I hit level 15. So it's just one of those things that you might not get until you're actually supposed to use it. That way they don't crowd your bars when you're leveling up. Nothing to do here, but I still need the pickaxes from the dwarfs. I just didn't want to commit to that because it looked like it was completely dead. And I need one more Cougar Claw in the area, and then we can go back to Bloodhoof, turn those in, do the Vision Quest, and then check out this brand new questing hub on the other side of the bridge. Very excited about that. I've got so much leather as well. I can't wait to just like mass produce as much gear as possible with it.
Very true.
2 stacks of leather. It's going to be awesome. Cannot wait. But I'm glad you guys have been having so much fun. Honestly, the community that we've been building on this stream and just overall for the stream itself, you know, we are a full-time streamer. I stream twice a day, every single day from noon to 2. Generally, I'll try to commit to 1 game per week on each shift. So I have a day shift and a night shift. That's the 12 to 2 Central Time for the day shifts. We're going to be playing Ascension pretty much all week at that time. And then the night shift generally starts at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central. So that'll be a different game. And then Wednesday night is our community night. And then Saturday night is our raid night. We're also looking to add a sub only or super fan only stream. That'll probably be on Sunday or Thursday. Group Finder unlocks at 15. Correct. Yeah, look at all these dwarfs.
Dead.
Dead Z's.
Nope. Actually, I wonder, could I use that spell on these guys? Let's find... Oh, wait, no, we don't have any runic power for that.
Can you res NPCs? Is that what you're trying to do right now?
No, I have a special ability called Corpse Explosion. Cause a corpse to explode for 295 plague damage to all enemies within 10 yards. When this
Warm wishes to you.
Corpse, if the target is not a corpse. Corpse does not affect mechanical or elemental corpses.
Thank you for that follow, Juicy Hunt. Juicy Hunt. Welcome in. I appreciate you. That's cool. So you have a Diablo 4 ability because Corpse Explosion was a Necromancer ability from Diablo 4. Harvesting runic power from your mobs. That's so cool.
Yep, it absorbs their mana in exchange for runic power for me.
Your mobs have mana. Do you ever see them running out?
Oh, actually, I can see their mana bar if you click on the minion.
Mm-hmm. And they don't have mana issues at all, you think?
No, considering they just attacked people.
That's hilarious. I wonder why they gave them mana then, just for powers like Runic Absorption, you think?
Runic Harvest, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Cool, very cool. That's a cool class design. I didn't fully give it its time in the light, but I'm excited. I want to get at least every class to 15 so I can go through every single spec at least once in a dungeon. That's my ultimate goal with the channel. And then obviously have my main leveled up and do endgame content at some point. Because the dungeons and the raids that they've added are top tier retail style dungeons and raids, and they're just so good.
Fair. Corpse Wagon actually affects all people in a group or raid, so that certainly helps.
Oh wow. And that's also not a buff that you have to put out. That just is like an aura, it feels like, right?
That's actually a passive, yeah.
Wow, that's so nice. They have auras in this. You're not just a paladin spamming different auras in a raid. You have necromancers doing it too.
Yep.
That is awesome.
That's not the only one I can do.
Oh, you probably have other options. I saw the one that was the fire resistance too, right? That was also probably a passive aura.
Oh yeah, I believe that one was actually for pyromancers, actually.
Yeah, that one. I have one for pyromancer too that does the fire resistance and fire armor.
Yeah, I actually have wards and mandates.
Ooh.
It's wards only apply to myself and my minions, but they're pretty powerful for me. Like Glacial Ward, which increases my maximum runic power and intellect by
10%. Wow. Duration of stun effects reduced as well. That's really good for PvP.
Yep. I also have Bone Ward, which increases my stamina and reduces a target's attack power by 155.
Bone power.
And then I have Fetid Ward, which I used to use before I got Glacial Ward, which basically allowed me and my minions to heal from all of our damages.
Oh crap, I've got all the tools I need. Uh-oh, that's a lot. Damn, I am squishy.
While you are in leather armor and without a minion. Out strong minions.
Squishy little baby. I think I get a little pet. Farstriders get some version of a pet. That's one of the specs rangers can turn into, but it's a buff that comes out. It's not like an actual pet that's out there 100% of the time like your guys's are.
Yeah, and then I have my mandates, which I can put on myself and others. Okay. For instance, I have Foul Mandate, which increases my stamina by 32 for 30 minutes.
Stamina by 32. So that also, you have a stamina. You've got power and fortitude as a necro.
Yep. But I also have Grim Mandate, which increases my myself or my allies' spell power.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I'll take the stamina.
While that would be fun, I
will play. Sorry.
The people of Ascension have figured out how to negate this ability, considering it is a very powerful ability.
Yeah, that makes sense. The balancing is always going to be an issue too, and the players are kind of self-balancing, which is really nice. I've seen that in some games. I'm going to play the healer when I play Starcaller. If the class has a healer, I'm going to main that for sure.
Fair.
One thing I love is that there is 21 classes, but each spec feels like you slowly over time evolve. I totally get what you're saying.
Agreed.
You feel like you evolve into a more powerful version. Like when you first start off at level 1, you're just a very generic baby version of that class. And then when you choose your spec, you get a bit more refined identity. And then as you level up and get better talents and you get better abilities through your spec, you slowly start evolving into a more precise master of this extremely specialized niche of your class. And it's just like, man, we haven't had that since maybe the first time I played through Kato when they redid all the specs. and you re-leveled up a character from start, and you went through Burning Crusade and Wrath, and you're halfway through it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm slowly starting to become a Retribution Paladin. You like drift away from just a Paladin to a Ret Paladin, and that evolution, that needs to be studied because it's so satisfying.
Very. But also...
Let's go. Pennies in. Jewel or enchanting, good for farming gold. Jewel crafting is not currently in this game, so enchanting will probably be a better version. Your best bet for gold farming in Ascension is actually going to be woodworking. Surprisingly, it's woodworking because every single spec can use it. Every single class can use it. It is a secondary, like cooking and fishing. But
so in other words, you'd probably want a tinkerer, which will give you that saw blade.
Yeah.
Then you can set up anything, anywhere.
Exactly. As you get away from the starter wood and you move into the secondary zone woods and the third zone woods and the fourth zone woods, those bundles of wood, those stacks of 20, start selling for 2 to 4 gold a piece. And there's some areas, I have a clip on one of my shorts where we were going back and farming some wood in Westfall. The area above Dead Mines is literally just a full forest of choppable pieces of trees. And you could just farm like 6 to 7 different stacks of the second tier wood, and you could just sell all that for like 1 gold a piece. So your best bet is just probably woodworking. Make 2 professions. I would choose a crafting profession as your main ones for your class, and then just take woodworking and make gold that way. Easy peasy.
And surprising, I got a whole bunch of other stuff to increase stuff as well. But I want to get 4 areas that I want to get my hands on.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Plague Horde, which allows me allows my minions to attack faster while also summoning plague zombies, or allow them to have the zombie plague.
More dots, more minions, gotta love that, and they attack faster, so more damage across the board, can't go wrong.
Yep. Flesh Symbiosis for each abomination and decaying colossus active now increases your total armor and magic resistance by 30% and causes you to periodically regenerate 2% of your maximum health every 5 seconds.
Dang. So
Yes,
you'll never have a mana issue again on a Necro, is what you're saying.
Well, no, not mana, health.
Oh.
2% of my health.
I'm telling you, they wanted you guys to tank. They wanted Necros to tank, they just couldn't figure it out. Yeah, I'll go over my class real fast. So we're playing a Ranger. I'm almost level 10, so I almost have the specialization defined. But basically, I have a resource of focus. If you play Hunter in retail, you'll understand that. Focus is a basic energy. You'll generate it extremely quickly, but you'll spend about 40 to 50 of it every single time you cast an ability. All of my abilities are either ranged or melee, but I have a ranged, focused user and advantage generator. That's my secondary tier down here. You'll see this little quiver. I've got 5 spots on that. Think of that as combo points from a rogue, right? So I'll use Quick Shot, which costs 40 focus and generates 1 advantage. I then can spend all of my advantage points on my execute ability, which is called Skull Piercer. That's usable in melee or ranged. So I have a melee generator, a ranged generator, and then I have 1 big spender. But the fun thing about this spec is I can go invisible. So it's very much like a ranged rogue, because I can apply a dot from range, or I can do backstab and do a lot of damage if I'm melee. And again, I've got Skull Piercer. That's all I have at level 9, but I can already see how this class is designed as a focus spender to generate combo points, to spend your combo points on really big hitting abilities. Hopefully that helps. That's Ranger in a nutshell.
And for Necromancer, in order to actually summon your minions, you have to have life force. And for animation, you have the most life force, considering you get all the minions.
Mm-hmm.
For animation, you get special attributes like Summoning Adept, increase your maximum life force by 1. Summoning Expert, increase your life force by 1, and your undead minion stamina by 10%. And all the way at the bottom, Master Animator, increase your maximum life force by 1. So I can have a maximum of 6 minions at a time.
Thank you so much for that follow. Thank you for that super fan.
Hey, you did it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Welcome in. We just hit level 10. Congratulations to me. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for saying that. Later, you'll have Sap and Pickpocket.
Arcanon
Oh,
Poros.
you really are just like a ranged rogue. I think that's so cool. So we're just like playing a ranged version of a rogue. Conquest of Azeroth is completely free. Yes, welcome in. No beef, not beer, lol. Yeah, Roger. I understand that. No beef with retail, but I'm more of a classic player. How does this game compare? 100% better. This is the best version of classic you will ever play. I guarantee you. If you
Warm
like
wishes
World
to
of
you.
Warcraft, you will like this. Thank you for that follow, Aries. I appreciate you. Welcome to the sleigh. I'm downloading it. Make a character on Rexar. REXXAR. And then join our guild. Also join the Discord as well if you guys can. That's the best way to continue to play with us. Let's go over our talents, chat. Let's go through our skills first.
You also get special spells as well.
All right, so let's go through our talents real fast. We have 2 ranged DPS specs. One of them is considered a support. And then we have Brigand, which is going to be the melee spec. So I'm guessing Brigand is going to feel like a very traditional rogue, probably along the lines of old school assassination with some decent dots and big execute dots. Archery says it assaults enemies from a distance with ranged weapon utilization, various powerful quivers to take down your foes. Its complexity is completely normal, very easy class to play overall, it says. And my sample spells are Skirmisher, which increases the damage of my tick rate of my toxic darts and makes my dots hit harder. I get Crippling Shot, which slows them so I can keep people in range longer. And Precision Shot, so I get like an aimed shot. That's cool. This is a 2-second cast. Precisely shoot an enemy from a great distance, inflicting large damage, and damage is increased for each stack of advantage. Usable while in stealth. So you can actually build up a lot of stacks of your advantage, go into stealth because you can use it in combat, and then use Precision Shot while stealth in PvP.
There's your damage if you choose archery.
Very interesting.
You also get a whole bunch of skill trees as well.
Right. We'll look at the skill trees here in a second. No, I'm good, baby. Thank you. We have Farstrider, which is going to be class designed fantasy-wise as what it says, a Farstrider from from Everson Woods. So the Blood Elf military faction, the Rangers of the Forest, right? What Sylvanas was before she became the Ranger General. This is going to be probably the one that we choose because I love that healing type of support spec.
Short rib quesadilla.
A short rib case? If you want to, I'll eat it later. This says dominate the battlefield with ease with powerful range spells and utility while also supporting your allies with horns and calling falcons into the fray. So this is the one that spawns in the Dragonhawk. I get Dream Flowers, which says your damaging critical strikes now spawn in a green Dream Flower at a random location. You can only occur once per second. And Dream Flower says when an ally runs over the flower, they consume it and they heal. So I have little extra healing. It's not a lot, but it's a little extra healing. Then we have Survival Potion. Drink a survival potion, dispelling all poison and disease effects and removing 1 poison and disease effect. Oh, I've got a cleanse. A 1-minute cleanse. That's really nice. Thank you, Cal, for that share. Falcon Strike. This costs... Oh, this generates 2 advantage. It's an insta-cast. Costs 30 focus, so this is my new filler. I call a cast of falcons to strike an enemy, dealing 121 range weapon damage plus 10 nature damage, and I call a War Falcon to aid for 6 seconds. That's awesome. So I get a completely brand new filler. Instead of Quick Shot, I get Falcon Strike. That replaces that ability. Very cool. Then Brigand, obviously, stalk your prey with ruthless precision, assaulting them from close range, opening grievous wounds to bleed them out. You get Ravage. Your Wild Strike now generates an additional advantage. Knockout, which is a great stun, while usable in stealth. And then Ravage, a brand new 50 focus, generating ability, no cooldown, instant cast. Ravage an enemy, causing them to bleed out, so I get a dot. So if you wanted to go melee assassin, it seems really easy. You're just going to apply dots, stuns, and kill. Farstrider seems like the most interesting with the way that Falcon Strike works. So animation-wise, I think that's going to be so good. Look at that talent tree art. Oh my gosh, thank you for the Bambi love. Appreciate you guys. Look at this talent tree art, chat. Wow, that's so beautiful. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and choose that. We don't get Falcon Strike until level 11, sadly, but we will get there shortly.
You also get passive ones as well. If you look at your spell tree and look at the far right, right, it'll unlock every 10 levels. So the first one you should see what you get.
I read it already. That's the Dream Flowers passive in this case.
Oh, right.
Right. But it's still really good.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed.
Love the idea of being able to spawn in some... Ooh, we're actually going to be able to do all 3 specs at some point because I've got my tomes of spec and I'm not playing on this character in the future, so it's going to be fine. Let's go ahead and replace our bags. Oh, so excited. We're going to have so much bag space. Hopefully, yeah, that was the little in-depth guide to level 10 Farstrider for all y'all guys. Maybe I can empty out my bags somewhere. Do I get 1 bag? I just literally need 1 spot.
Or more better. If you'll actually hold on, give me a second.
Heart.
Right there.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
I believe you got 1 as well.
Yeah.
What's up?
I will have 1 forever. How's the car? Car's doing really good. Thank you for asking. And as a melee, you can use the ranger's spells. Oh, so you still have ranged abilities. You don't just get completely locked into melee. That's a great addition, Danny. You will still probably get quick shot as a melee class, so you can still actually use those if you need to. It's not just a complete cutoff. That's one thing that they did wrong in retail is if you choose a specific spec, you lose all access to the other spells. And I think you should always keep your level 1 to 10 abilities to be able to use them wherever you can. You already learned how to do it, so unlocks all the flight paths. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and look at our class bundle. Okay, we already have done the Chronomancer. Now, looking at all of these, when you're going through this, before you make this decision, because you only get to make this decision twice, you don't want to make a mistake on it. Let me go ahead and show you. This is the store real fast. I'm going to pull up the Conquest of Azeroth thing. Let's see it. Hold on. And let's go here. And then let's go here. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to be the launcher for Ascension. This is going to be what we just opened, the war chest. This is all the stuff that we just got. The main thing that we're going to get is this. Each one of these specs, each one of these classes have their own mount and transmog, okay? So if you choose the Necro, you'll get the Meat Wagon, the Necromancer transmog. Zoom in on this as much as possible. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That looks really cool. So if you've always wanted a Meat Wagon or a Catapult model, you can get the basic full-on Paladin set from, that looks like some of the Wrathy pieces, and then the Templar set from the Legion, for the Paladin set, the class mount from Legion. For Templar, Tinker, you get the Mechagnome Spider, and looks like a lot of the Gnome Heritage Armor gear. The Reaper is the one that we're probably going to pick because this mount is insane, and then this transmog is insane. Very cool undead white and red aspect horse. The Rune Master gets the Rune Saber, and also this really cool Kirin Tor themed outfit. The Barbarian gets the Gron, the Son of Grunling, and then a very old school Orc Heritage Armor set. You have the Chronomancer, which is the one that we've chosen. You get that mount, the Time Rift, and you also get the Bronze Dragon Norse Domu set. Stormbringer, you get a tier set from Dragonflight with the Stormbreakers, the Stormbreaker tier set for Shaman, and also their class mount from Legion. You get the Witch Hunter set. It looks a lot like the Gilnean class set, or the Gilnean Heritage Armor set, with a beautiful Darkhound mount, one of my favorite mounts. I would do that one if I didn't like the horse so much. Fellsworn, this incredibly cool bandaged wrap transmog set from, I think this is from Legion for Demon Hunters. I can't remember, but you also get one of the demon mounts that we got from Argus. The Cultist gets the Abyssal Worm from Visions of N'Zoth, and also the Cultist tier set for Priests in tier 3 of Battle for Azeroth. In the Fellsworn, no, this is the Venomancer. Really interesting. You get the Druid set. There's some Warlock pieces in here, full on basic. Someone just made a transmog and just put it together and it looks awesome. But the mount is this gorgeous fly mount from Maldraxxus in Shadowlands. Pyromancer also might choose because you get the Flying Chimera and then this beautiful fire set. You have the Blood Mage, which you get the Red Gargoyle, incredibly beautiful looking set, and also some Venthyr gear. The Witch Doctor looks like the Shaman set from Throne of Thunder, high res, and also the Throne of Thunder mount, respectfully. You get the Starcaller, is the Spectral Tiger. Why would you not choose the Spectral Tiger? If you love the Spectral Tiger, you can get it for free, with also the Warden gear set from the store, I believe, in Warcraft. You also get if you choose the Knights of Zeroth, you get this gorgeous little sort of fire armor tournament horse, and the warrior tier set from, I think that's Dragonflight.
This all for donation.
This is all for free. You get one per a character or one per an account per realm. So you can get 2 in Conquest of Azeroth by just making a level 10 character on Rexar and on Vol'jin. You'll get 2 of them.
They aren't paying you to say things.
They aren't. No. Ranger, you get this really classic sort of grassy, very kind of neutral leather tones with a good hood. And then the Phoenix model from Mists of Pandaria. The Guardian is the Flying Lion is Lame Guardian from the Mount Store, and also this beautiful Paladin set with the great sort of, what is that? Classic World of Warcraft Neltharion sword and shield drop.
Missed opportunity.
Sun Cleric is the Heart of Aspects with new armor, and this very beautiful tier set with the Legion artifact weapon for Paladins. Primalist, you get the dual axes, the Grove Warden mount from High Mountain, and also this very sexy, I think this is the Druid set from the War Within. So we are going to be choosing the Reaper class, just like that. We will go Reaper, because that's the one that looks the best to me. Second best would probably be the Pyromancer or Blood Mage. There you are. And I will choose Reaper. So now I don't even have to be playing a Reaper. You can see that I'm on a Far Strider. I will unlock the class bundle, which is going to give me the cosmetics and the mount. So now when I go into my pets, I will have a brand new mount in my bags that I get to equip right there. And there's the transmog as well. Boom. You actually get all the pieces, but you kind of just want to throw them into a bank because they just take up slots. You want to get the transmog for them all, but definitely just throw them into a bank if you get the opportunity to. And you should be able to get a drop self bank that you can use also from the chest. Super nice. Yep. Witch Hunter, and I want to do the support tank build. There's a support tank Witch Hunter? That sounds freaking sick. So much in this game, I'm never going to learn it all. I'm going to try my best, but I'm never going to learn it all. You can't do that yet? I have to re-log. Oh, okay. Hold on. You haven't unlocked a personal bank. You can unlock it. I just used the voucher. Hold on. There we go. That should allow me to use that. No. Unlocks one tab. New tab. Where's my bank voucher? Somewhere in my bags, I'm sure. Deleting that one. Deleting that one. This gets deleted now because I don't need it.
You may have to check your mail just in case.
Oh yeah, it looks like I got it in the mail because my bags might have been full. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, my bags are crazy full. Hold on. Let's see if I can go through.
Remember, you still got your personal bank.
Oh my god, I got so much stuff. Yeah, hold on. That's the title. I'm gonna relog real fast. I think I actually did end up getting it. I think I clicked it. I just have to, whenever you get it for the first time, you have to log out so that way your account can sync.
Alright.
Let's see. We'll do it just for a quick second. You have to relog or something weird. Slapper, yeah, I think that's totally right. You also did Reaper? Of course, Reaper looks the best. Have you seen the mount? I'm going to show you guys here in a second. You can buy heirlooms. I don't know if you can use money to buy heirlooms, but you can use just the tomes of the ascension points to do so.
It would depend on who you're asking. Basically, you either choose
once you've hit
their
60
ascension coins, which you get overall. All from almost every quest you can get, or you use the honor points, which you have to go do PvP battles in.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, let's see if we can drop this now. Where is my bank of banks? Did someone say Omi joined? Omi! I miss you, buddy. Where you been? If he's here. Everyone say hi to Omi, long-term RTV fan. Appreciate you being here. I cannot seem to get my bank to drop. Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay. Let's put all this stuff in here that I don't need. And collect this appearance, binding the item to you. I guess I haven't collected all the appearances yet. Throw all the stuff in there that I do not need right now. Collect all the transmog. I guess I have to go through these individually. My transmog macro is not working for the cosmetic gear. The kind of nice thing about the cosmetic gear chest too, it does kind of bloat your bags like we're dealing with right now, but you will get a helmet and shoulder pads at level 10, and that's very useful. Now we can, perfect. Now we can actually equip our 36. Just give me one freaking thank you. Bam! Now we got unlimited gear slots. Open the rest of these. So many bag slots now.
Also, don't forget your Jaina's pocket dimensions.
Yeah, the 36 one, right? Or no, the 30 slots.
30.
Right.
Because I got 8 of those.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you don't open them on the same character, though. You'll get 2 bag of bags, they're called. And this is the first bag of bags. My second bag of bags is already here. So you will get 2 of them. You want to send one to an alt and open one on yourself. Do not open both on the main character because they become soulbound, and then you won't be able to do them. You won't be able to use them on your alts. So they do give you 2 sets of 30 slot bags. So you should never have bag issues in Project Ascension. At least if you play only one character. You will get a 36 slot bag as well, which is really nice. So that also helps, but you only get 1 of those. So we're not gonna use 1 of these 30 slot bags, but we will use 3 of them and then have more bag space in classic World of Warcraft than retail. And that's the truth. That is crazy to say, but that is the truth. Okay, I have enough there. Let's go. I have 109 empty bag spots now. Let's freaking go! Never gonna be an issue. We achieved the goal of everything we wanted to get done. And let's go ahead and check out our mounts. Now that we're totally set, I don't even have to worry about ever selling again if I don't want to.
Monsieur.
Alright, here we go. What does this actually look like when you are on it? Risen Nightmare Steed.
Ooh.
I know.
Fast, but we like it slow.
Isn't this amazing? Tell me you guys wouldn't be farming this if this was the 3.4K mount. If this wasn't the Mythic Plus mount. This would be everyone's absolute go-to mount. And I just got it for free just for playing this game. That is so sick, dude. I love the ethereal legs. It's like a full-on ghost horse wearing armor. I look like something out of Lord of the Rings. The red touches too, and also gear set. Like if I just transmog my whole gear and just go to look like the entire set. Let's check it out. Wardrobe and go to sets. I can see this is the Chronomancer set. You can see what that looks like. Just looks like the Bronze Drake or Bronze Dragon Norzdomu's entire gear set. And then you have the Reaper set, which unbelievable. The weapon transmogs go with it as well. Woof. It is very spicy. We love it. People are going to think I'm a Reaper. I'm not a Reaper, baby. I just really like the way the gear looks. It looks so freaking cool. Come on, man. This game's awesome. I'm telling you about it. Leveling speed's really fast, by the way. No one answered that. I'm level 10. I've only been playing for 4 hours. But I've also been like reading quests and exploring as much as possible, so. You could probably get to max level in about 40 to 50 hours. If you spammed dungeons the whole way, you could probably get up there even faster. So this guy says, wander and hunt, for hunting is a Tauren's greatest honor. If you truly wish to follow the ways of the hunter...
I said it's fast, but we like it slow.
Then Mellor Stonehoof could show you the path. He is Thunderbluff on the hunter's rise. And to show him your skill and resolve, bring him the claws of the flatland prowlers of Mulgore. They are tough and cunning, fitting prey for a young ranger of your hunter's path. Tell me a story, Scorn. I have run through these plains for many seasons, and I have hunted great beasts, and I have never been bested until I faced Ghost Howl. Long ago, the massive wolf was an ally to the Torn and fought bravely against the Burning Legion, but he was wounded savagely by a demon, and the tear in his flesh never healed. Eventually, it drove Ghost Hell mad. Now he roams the plains in agony, seeking the end to his pain. To my shame, when he fought, I lacked the strength to slay him. Well, I'll go try to do it for you. Let's go check out the brand new questing hub in Mulgore. That's where we're up to now. That's awesome. I can't wait to get level 11 so I can start spawning in some freaking hockeys to help. That's gonna be so cool.
It'll be interesting to see.
BGs give good XP as well. I also have heard that. Yeah, if you do Battlegrounds, you'll get like a level per a win, pretty much.
And a dungeon bag. A dungeon spoil bag.
Knights of Arthur Keen's the PvP bracket. Yeah, pretty much on any bracket, but the 10 to 19 is, yeah, you'll get gear for doing PvP too. So check this out, completely new questing hub area. Looks like we have a whole Earthen Ring Elemental Shaman Circle. The faction here is the Disciple of Therak. Thunderwolf Worshippers.
Therak Windhoof.
Ooh, Therak Windhoof. Windhoof. Ah, I see, the fire in your eyes, the desire to conquer, to prove yourself in this vast and ever-changing world. But heed my words, young one. The world is not conquered by strength alone, nor by the blade's edge. It is shaped by the subtle forces of nature, that breathe of the wind, the pulse of the earth, and the currents of the sea. These forces are ancient, older than any of us. They are the true power, and only by listening to them can you truly understand the world you walk upon. The circle's right. My disciples were on the road for the Thunderbluff when the Wind Fury Harpies swept down from the cliffs to the north. Drawn to anything carved or painted, they tore through the packs and snatched the sacred totems meant for our next rite. The disciples escaped with their lives, but the Harpies now flaunt those totems as ornaments in their claws and feathers. Without them, the rite cannot begin. Find the Wind Fury to the north, Redthedeer. I forgot I got 2 Ds there. Redthedeer. And take back what they stole. Return the totems to me so that the winds may carry our voices once more. Very cool. Only 1 quest here. Very interesting, but cute little area. Whole little, like, little shamanistic. Just 1 extra little spot. Nice. I like it. Complete new use of the zone.
Take a look at the men hires. They have their own special signet.
I can see that. Oh yeah, look at that. That's interesting. They've like it's not just earth, wind, and water and fire. There's like extra totems here.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I wonder what those actually mean. Maybe we'll learn about it. This is like my 13th character. I've got a lot of characters up to level 10, but this is the first time we're going through Mulgore. Thank you, Kyle. You're the best. Appreciate you guys answering. Thank you. You guys are killing it today. Fallen hardwood plank. Love a good hardwood. This is a mace. I don't use maces. Chance to hit.
Nor do I.
Tear a wound in the flesh of your target, causing bleed damage.
Yeesh, that is nasty.
Sounds gross. I need to cleanse my Thunderhorn water well. I do need to go back and drink the incense. I've not actually done that yet. So I gotta do that, and that'll open up our whole entire quest hub over there with the wolf. You got that guy, right?
Yeah, I got him.
Alright, perfect. I'm running back already. That's the best. I gotta say, like, truthfully, 100%, I can't glaze it enough, and I'll stop glazing it as much as I have been, but Ascension's fun, guys. It's just fun. That's the best I can say about it.
If you want to, basically, if you want to play a World of Warcraft without the need to pay monthly subscriptions to have fun,
yeah,
this is basically what you want to do.
Yeah, if you can't afford, or you're currently dealing with some type of financial issues, which we all are in this state of the economy, and you want your World of Warcraft fix, you can do this for free right now and play the game. It's probably the best way to get your World of Warcraft fix without actually giving any type of money towards the company that is currently restricting you from being able to play for that reason. So go have fun, play the game at your heart's content for complete free. They will probably merge the servers, by the way. So if you did make a character and you're already like max level on Vol'jin and you want to join the guild, don't sweat. They will eventually merge the servers, at which point you can then join our guild. But also do what I just did and make a character up to level 10 so you can get your cosmetic items like I just did. And then thirdly, definitely join the Discord so that way you can continue to stay in touch with all of the incredible things happening in Ascension. I'm going to do my best to keep up with the news and post videos on the news. I did not use the incense for the 3rd time. My ADHD is crazy. So I will do the news. I will be keeping up with the news as best as possible whenever it comes to how the case is sorting out, and if there's a dramatic event that happens that they're going to shut down dramatically. Oh, that's going to happen.
I hope not.
Hopefully not too, but I'll be keeping you guys updated on whatever happens for sure. It's got the conveniences of retail, and if you guys don't like transmog, you can just turn it off. You can disable it for everybody and yourself, so that way you can still live in a world of classic World of Warcraft without all the fantastical new elements that are going to be distracting from your immersion. So if you don't like transmog, that is an option to take it off. You can also take off all of the special mounts, so they just look like mounts that were only available in Classic as well, to help with your immersion. If that's something that you're really interested in, you can completely customize your experience that will not affect anyone else's. So don't feel threatened by the transmog or the fun mounts. If you're like, oh, I don't want to see a dragon running around in Classic. If you think the experience leveling up is too high, you can actually reduce the amount of experience you get by 50%. So you can have more of a slow-paced, relaxing experience. You can turn off the level scaling. Pretty much anything that is a convenience in this game, you have control over enabling or disabling, depending on how masochistic or how much you want to feel like you're playing the old school version of the game. Personally, I like all of the conveniences. I think they did a great job with them. I don't think any of them are overpowered. I still feel like I'm enjoying the leveling experience. There's definitely times in our playthrough of the Pale Reach, which is the whole brand new zone, VODs on the YouTube channel if you guys want to watch it, where I didn't know where the hell to go. I read the quest 100 times. I followed even the little diamond telling me where to go, and I never, ever once knew exactly where it was. I had to physically explore the area and find out what I was trying to do, and that felt like Classic WoW. So even though there's conveniences, you're still going to find these pockets of Classic World of Warcraft that will remind you of the original game and bring you back that nostalgic childhood-like feeling that we all play these games for. So all good things. Ascension does a great job across the board with their conveniences. If that was something that was holding you back from trying it, just know that you have control over that.
And
hopefully that helps. Not at all. No, I haven't even reached out to them to be sponsored by them, but at this point I probably should. I probably should try to get sponsored by Ascension. That would be sick. I'll go down with the ship. Why not, you know? Have some
We're not even
chat.
sponsored by them, and this is genuine feeling.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate you. You're the best. Yeah, we're not sponsored by them. I just genuinely enjoy the game, so I'm willing to talk about the things that are enjoyable about it. I'm here to be an information channel, you know? Ideally as best as possible, give you guys up-to-dates and really a variety streamer that plays the games that come out that are new. Can I make him move faster? No, he's just that slow?
No.
All right, we'll just podcast a little bit while we're going. I've done that before. So I want to be a variety streamer. That's my dream. That's always been my dream. I will always have a home on Blizzard products, Diablo, Hearthstone, WoW. We will always play those. At least once a week, we will be playing one Blizzard game no matter what. I guarantee it. That's just something that we're always going to do. But when Halo drops on Thursday, I'm sorry to say it, Ascension, you're going to have to take a backseat for about a week because I'm playing through Halo. And we might finish it on Thursday. We might finish it next Thursday. Whatever it might be, we are starting the Halo campaign on Thursday night. So we will be a variety streamer that always tries to play the games that are going to be hot, up and coming and new. And if you're interested in that type of gameplay while still having roots to Blizzard games like World of Warcraft, doing raids, doing Mythic Plus carries, doing Project Ascension, whatever might be news about WoW, we will be doing all of that as well. So you guys have come to the right spot. Welcome to Slaying It Online. I appreciate all of the community growth that we've gotten lately. You guys are incredible. I'm only doing it for you and also for myself. Ooh, a staff is already in here. Nice.
Bristleback.
Ooh, agility staff. I think that's a Venomancer weapon.
Possibly.
Be not afraid. You have successfully passed the Rite of Vision. I'll take the boots. I didn't do any leather working while I was in town, but that's okay. To gain acceptance amongst the elders of Thunderbluff, you must next complete the Rite of Wisdom. Now that you've passed the Rite of Vision, the ancestral spirits of Red Rocks will give you the blessing of our ancestors. Only those who have drunk from the water of the seers can gain that blessing. Travel east of Thunderbluff to Red Rocks and seek out the ancestral spirit. Alright. Hey, buddy. You finally made it? Don't howl at me. Fucking howl. Dude howled at me when I gave him a little bit of sass. I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright, let's go peer north here. Darkmoon Fair is not happening. That's the first Sunday of every month. Old school classic Darkmoon Fair, by the way. I don't think they have the Darkmoon Fair Island that they added in Kata. They might, but I've not played Darkmoon Fair at all, so I could be wrong on that. I'm assuming they've got the classic version of Darkmoon Fair. But if they did have the Cataclysm version, that's also totally fine. Because the Cataclysm version of Darkmoon Fair is top tier. Trying to see if they added something to Thunderbluff, but I couldn't really tell while I was up there. Thank you for that follow, Holy. Welcome in. Welcome to SIO. Remember, guys, if you're enjoying the content and you do have any amount of coins on your account, or you're willing to put some coins onto your account, the Heart Me coin goes hard for developing a community. For those that don't know, if you're not in the content creation space on TikTok, a Heart Me is a coin that you can spend on the channel. It adds you to the fan club. That's the only way to do it. You have to do it every single time you join the stream. If you want to help support the community, every person that joins the fan club by spending 1 Heart Me coin per stream will increase our community's benefits from TikTok. I get better benefits, I get better opportunities. A lot of things are really good about doing the Heart Me. So if you guys have the coin, spend that little Heart Me coin, join the fan club.
We still have a date tonight.
We still have a date. I know I said our timeline is going to be 9. Ooh, that's a ghosty. Oh my god, this is a primalist? Yeah, look, they can actually tame old school pets. So this is, I can never say his name, Yaki, but it's one of the best pets from Classic WoW. This is the lion you can tame, the white lion in Northern Barrens, I think. So if you want to still have that pet-like experience, Primalist is going to be your best bet for that. Yeah, the Heart Me coin, it does a lot for you. It gamifies the community. Basically, every time you chat, every time you watch, you're leveling up your status in the community, which also is leveling up the community status as a whole. Think of it as like a progressive quest. You know, when Diablo forces kill 50 million demons, right? Everyone in the community can participate in that. Your progress towards that helps you get better rewards, and that's what the Heart Me is. It's your progress towards the community development, but overall, every person who's doing it helps grow the community as a whole. So 1 coin is the Heart Me, and it means a lot to me if you guys could do that and join up. That'd be awesome. Every single stream, just 1 coin. All you got to do, help grow the community as much as possible. Otherwise, chat, share, and follows, as always, is welcome as well. Thank you for all being here. Houndmaster Witch Hunter is much more like a hunter as well. Yeah, because Primalist is like a caster, right? They get a pet, but they're kind of like a caster. The only thing that makes them more hunter-like is that they can go tame actual pet models, and they can use the Beastmaster whistles you've gotten from previous versions of the game. Where the Witch Hunter and the Farstrider that I'm playing will feel more like the gameplay of a hunter, just missing, oh look, I spawned in my first flower! And that'll heal me for 3% over a couple seconds. How nice. If you see a little green flower on the ground, don't be afraid to pick it up. Alright, let's run on to the other side of Thunderbluff and finish up those other 2 quests there. We're getting pretty close to wrapping up Thunderbluff here. I'm hoping that we get 1 more new hub, because the hub that they had there only had 1 quest. So hopefully there's a little bit of a chain there, but otherwise there's not really a lot different to Mulgore itself. Maybe it's just such a good zone that they didn't need to add anything to it, because in honesty, it is a very good zone. Baseline. I need Prowler Claws, and I need Alpha Teeth, is what I need. We'll go loot this Sorcerer. Also, I need to skin those guys as I go. Noise. Noise. Freaking skinning. I love, also something about professions that people don't know, is you're gonna get 2 levels per a skill up, baseline. So that's just something that they added to the game. If you're doing any professions, every time you would get a skill up, you're going to get 2 instead, which dramatically reduces the amount of gold you need to max out crafting professions, It also dramatically reduces the time you have to spend farming to rank up your skills to get to a point to where you can use them. So don't feel too bad about like ignoring professions. You can quickly max them out later by just getting +2 skill ups per thing. You know, you only need 30 light leather instead of 60 light leather type of thing. It's awesome. That's a really nice convenience that I think overall is great. Some of you might be all like, why didn't they just reduce the amount of skill points you need? It's like, because then they'd have to restructure the entire profession system. You know, like Blizzard already has it pretty well planned out as you grow through the game. You know, you start unlocking at level 90 herbalism, you get Mage Royal. If they reduced it, you would have to get Mage Royal at 45, and that would just be a hell of a lot of work and calculation per profession on behalf of the developers to have to do. So this was their quick little shortcut to make professions convenient without necessarily...
Look at them babies.
My manager's telling me to do an ad read.
Look at this baby. I'm just bringing something to drink.
Yeah. This stream is sponsored by and partnered with Rogue Energy. Thank you so much, Rogue Energy, for being an incredible partner and sponsor of the stream. It is how I keep my energy up during these long-term streams. A lot of people ask me, like, hey, like, you inspire me as a streamer, you always talk, you've got such good energy, you've got such good, like, attention to what's going on, you're always cognitive, you're aware. A lot of that comes from Rogue Energy. They have caffeine-free energy options that are just straight meal replacement and vitamin boosters. So if you guys are interested in your Rogue Energy purchase, please go to rogueenergy.com and use code Redthedeer at checkout for 20% off your order. Incredible gaming product. If you want the caffeine options, they have those as well. Personally, I like the caffeine-free. It's a lot healthier for me. It's just vitamins, gets me through my day, and I can feel good about doing it. Plus, it tastes amazing too. So go check out Rogue Energy and try some of their flavors. You can get a packet of many different flavors to taste to decide which one you like the most before you commit to a tub. And again, Redthedeer at checkout is going to be your way of getting a discount and give my stream and my community a kickback to help monetarily support our dreams. Thank you, Rogue Energy, for partnering and sponsoring the stream. You got your cherry, it's good. Mix it with plain sparkling water. Ooh, I've not put it in sparkling water, but that would make it more like a soda. That's actually a great idea. That is a great idea. I am very close to 11 here. I still need a couple more teeth and a couple more claws, and then we can work our way over towards the red rocks. There was a quest hub here. I don't remember. I think this was added in Cataclysm, little goblin questing hub or Venture Co area that we get told to come back over here and get some tools, if I remember. So that's not an addition from Ascension, but that is something that was there from Blizzard prior. Again, surprisingly, I've not seen a lot of additions to this zone. And some of them probably will have less than others, to be fair, completely fair. I think they did a good enough job so far of deciding when they needed to add content and when they didn't need to add content if the zones were well designed. Like, I'm sure Westfall doesn't have a lot added to it, like maybe one hub and a couple quests here and there, because of how perfect Westfall is as a questing zone. Same with like Barrens. Barrens probably has 1 to 2 questing zones added, not a lot extra. The magic comes from their brand new zones and dungeons. If you're specifically looking for new content, that's where you're going to find like, wow, this is crazy. Because they had to build everything from the ground up. The Pale Reach alone, 20-hour questing experience, and I was thoroughly happy the entire time I did it. Oh my god, a Ranchi! Need more alpha teeth, and these are all freaking cougars! Every time you go out with the boys looking for looking for the wolves, looking for the alphas, you always get swarmed by cougars, man. That's just the way life works. Don't let them cougars get you. Unless they got a lot of money. Westfall has a little bit added. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Probably like a lot of the zones that are well designed, well thought of. You finish it from like level 10 to 20, like it's a good experience all the way through. We'll probably have minor additions to it, so that will also help you feel more knowledgeable of the game and more connected to the old school classic world. Ooh, thank you. Needing those. Oh my gosh, my bag's so much junk now. But they're never gonna get full. I need, let's head over towards Red Rocks and grab wolves on the way. Keep an eye out for the purple Sunstrider and then the black lion rares. I know that there's both over here somewhere. I forget what the black lion's name is, but he's really cool. He's got his 2 little flankers too, so he's easy to spot when you see 3 of them walking in the line. Gotten lucky with rares on this tune. We've actually killed 3 rares with how busy and how crazy swamped the servers are. That's really awesome. Fellow Blood Elf Ranger! What is up, Sir Adorable? Love that name. Welcome in. Yeah, we're trying it out. It's been fun. It's been really fun. Lore Keeper Rain Totem. Is there voice acting with this? Let's see. That sounds like it.
As the wind on the plains, you are always welcome here. Come closer, young one. In my time, I could hear the flutter of a prey's beating heart.
That's
Circle
not.
back interlopers at the Red Rocks.
Yeah, that's the old school quest because this is their burial ground and we gotta stop them from messing up with the burials, bruh. Stop messing with our homies. I've not gone stealth one time. I'm still just killing stuff fast enough. I mean, you're obviously helping, but I should probably be going stealth more. Just free damage.
Quillblade of the Interloper. That one seems like something you might want to take a look at.
Strength, stamina, hit rating's nice, but I'm losing agility. But I'm gaining attack power. I'll take it just because of the hit. I need that hit just in case whenever we fight these higher level rares and stuff.
Plus, you can dual wield.
True. Yeah. Very true. It's got to be better than something I've got, right? Stealth. Start with my poison. Yeah, that's just so fun.
Oh, there's a few of them up here.
Oh boy. Go and just like pull that whole entire... Show me what you got. Show me what you've got. Get 'em, boys. Get 'em, boys. Let me help you out. Just clear it out for XP. Pull them all.
Come on.
Nice.
Quillblade.
Ooh.
Quillblade.
Oh yeah, this is a rare. We got another one, chat. Let's go. We've gotten lucky with rares in this stream. That is awesome.
Light and harvest.
We got one earlier.
Where do you think
Oh
you're
my
going?
gosh. Ooh, wow. Level
wow.
11 agility, stamina, foot pads. Needing those. I'll equip those in just a second. You can have the cloth though. Very nice.
And an interloper's loop.
Rite of Wisdom. You have shown great diligence in your yearning to pass the rites of the Earth Mother, Red. We, the ancestral spirits, represent the mighty Tauren who give their lives bravely to found and protect our great city of Thunderbluff. I hereby pass the duty of that protection over to you. You have passed, young ranger. Enter Thunderbluff with pride. Yo, we got access! You will now be revered with our great city. Any blood elf worthy of completing the rites of the Earth Mother earns that honor. For your final quest, seek out our noble leader, Cairn Bloodhoof, who dwells atop the highest mesa in Thunderbluff. Transfer quest to go talk to Daddy Cairn?
Let's go.
Oh, I also didn't see the necklace until just now. Oh, it's a ring. It looks like a necklace on the ground, but it's a ring. Intellect and Spirit. It's a free ring. I'll equip it. No harm.
Plus, Spirit will help you regenerate.
Does it help with focus regen?
Warm wishes to you.
Oh, just health regen, not mana. Thank you, Sarah Adorable. I appreciate you. Karen is such a vibe. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Karen is such a vibe. Same with Bane. I was hearing Bane talk to me earlier, and I was like, I love Bane. So good. I need two more.
Sio.
Welcome to SIO, indeed. The more the merrier. When I get 11, I get to start spawning in some hockeys. I cannot wait. Ooh, another one. Let's dual wield both of those. So that is actually going to be the... What they're dropping is the weapon they're actually using. So again, one of the coolest features of Ascension, glazing it for just a second. If a humanoidic model is wearing gear at all, shoulder pads, helmets, eye patch, claws, whatever the weapons might be, they have a drop chance of every single piece of gear they're wearing. Pretty much. No, I'm going to finish Mulgore. We'll be done here in less than an hour for sure. We won't be going that much longer. So if you like a piece of gear that mob is wearing, for example, the Scarlet Crusade, if you want to look like a Scarlet Crusade monastery, if you want to role play as that, you absolutely will get the opportunity to do so if you just ran the dungeon 30 times. They will drop.
Including Defias.
Defias as well.
I believe there's a set bonus if you actually get those.
Yeah, you can just go for the transmogs. It's one of the coolest things ever. Karen is the most chill boss out of the Horde bosses. Yeah, he has Thunderclap, though. Thunderclap and War Stomp are, like, just a double freaking AoE stun. So whenever you raid him with the Alliance, he's tough. That AoE stun goes hard in Classic WoW. I think the easiest to kill of all of the city faction bosses is Anduin, right? Because he's just a little baby prince and all he does is cast Flash Heal. He's so cute. You have to deal with his emissaries and, like, you have to deal with press store, but other than that, you know, little baby Anduin just flash healing the whole time. He's so cute. Super easy to kill. But then you feel bad because you're killing a little boy. It's alright. That's why I don't play Horde, man. I can't do it. I'm not that evil. So fun, though.
I'm playing with Necromancer. How evil do you think I can get?
Exactly, right? I'm gonna kill him and resurrect him and make him do my bidding. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna kill him, resurrect him, then kill him again.
Alright, so he told us to go get the totems from the Harpies. We just did that. Have you taken the totems back from the Harpies? The right cannot move forward without them. These are the ones. The cedar still hums with the songs have carved into it. You've saved us the trouble of crafting them all over again, and for that, I'm grateful. The right will go on when the time is right. The right will happen when it's right. Love it. Hot take, Sylvanas is the hardest out of the Classic faction. Oh, 100%. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's very well understood. It's just impossible to get to her. She's got like 1 billion guards between her and her entrance, and you have to get through all of them. However, if you play as a Guardian, you can summon by yourself 1 person at a time. They get a 5-minute debuff, and they can't be summoned by anyone else, but for that 5 minutes, but you can summon an entire raid team and you can group up cross factions. So if you can convince an alliance player to betray their faction or Horde to betray theirs, you could spawn in an entire raid team, summon them into the corner of the room, and then attack Sylvanas by ignoring the guards. Why does she have so many royal guards? It's a good question. She like has so many guards between her and the entrance. It's impossible to kill her, but she's such a fun raid boss to go. Do you have the teeth I asked for? I got him, brother. Very good. I can feel the sacrifice of the land and the offering, and my spirit swells with sadness and pride. Your cleansing of the Winterhoof and Totem Thunderhorn wells is spoken among the spirits. Yon Red, the Wildmane Totem is made, and your last task lies ahead. The Wildmane Water Well lies north of Thunderbluff. Perform the ritual, heal the land and the goblins' poisons. Let clean water flow once again. Did we not accept the quest to go to the Venture Company over here to the north? I'm gonna have to run that road real fast. Oh, it like floats. I don't make any noise when I'm running. I mean, your Abomination's stomping around like Godzilla, but my mount is quiet. That is so cool. Because it's a ghosty, of course it would be quiet. That makes sense.
Of course he's gonna be stomping around. He's just a massive mound of flesh.
He's a massive boy.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy with over 3k health.
No, it's a big fleshy boy. Alright, so he's not over
like
here.
800 armor.
Do I have the quest? Oh, Moore and Cloudsucker wants you to examine. Oh, actually I did get the quest. We just gotta go over here. I thought I got a different one to kill the Venture Co, but I guess maybe that's the transfer? We'll see. Let's go to the north of the lake and check it out. I know that we missed this whole mine up here, but... yeah, actually, We're almost done. If I remember correctly, we've got that last well. We got the finishing up of the Harpies to the north. We've got the Venture Company destroying the tools over by where that Thunderbluff area is, and then we're done. So they only added one little quest to Mulgore. No, two quests, because we got the Fire Elementals, and then we have the totems for the Harpies. So they thought Mulgore was good enough that they didn't need to add a lot to it, and I think that speaks a lot about how good Mulgore actually is.
I mean, there's a few other quest givers in Thunderbluff itself.
Yeah, true. Do they tell you to go out and around, do stuff in Mulgore or no?
I actually haven't checked those because I didn't start in Mulgore.
Right.
I actually started off in Duratar.
I need to do Duratar too. That's going to be the next one that I do. We just got our first spell. Our first talent, it is actually going to be here inside the talent tree. It is Falcon Strike. So that is going to actually, every 5th quick shot within 15 seconds transforms into Falcon Shot. And then using a horn instantly transforms it into Falcon Strike. Okay. I thought it was just replacing it completely. That's a great idea. I thought it was going to replace it completely, but now it's just a passive upgrade. That's actually pretty cool. So that's 3 uses there. And then we'll go 2, and then 1 more, and it should transform. There it is. Working as intended. Let's see what spawning in a little Hawk Strider looks like. Nice. Oh, it's not an actual Hawk Strider. I just send in a bunch of birds to attack. It's an actual hawk. I thought it was a Hawk Strider. Cool. I get little pets too. Nice. And then you could do a double... So if I had enough, I could do a double strike with a horn, cast it, and then have 2 hawks attacking someone in PvP. So 1. This is where I would get a weak auras to track how many times I've done it so I know when my next one's coming up. All sides of the crate are stamped with the sign of the Venture Company Mining Division. Notes printed carefully on the side of the carton indicate that the contents are due for processing at one of their central plants. Prying the lid reveals a tightly packed assortment of ore and minerals, more evidence of the Venture Co.'s mining operation in Mulgore. On the top of the ore and minerals, you remove a tightly bound sheath of paper. Upon its foothills to the east, you can barely hear the sounds of work and see smoke rising from a large fire. Oh my gosh, it bugged out again. Reload. This is the only add-on I have issues with, is that storyline add-on. It just bugs out every now and then. Ooh, perfect. And let's grab that World Forged unique concoction. That is a held and offhand 2 spirit, 2 spell power item. Probably a really cool transmog too. Oh, it's tiny, like a nice little glass vial if you wanted to roleplay as an alchemist, or pretty good with a venomancer there.
Possibly.
Wait, that's not telling me to go check out the... I guess I'm returning to the dude in the city first. I guess I don't remember how much running back and forth this zone has. It's so much.
Why do you think they gave us mounts?
Right, they're all like, you know what, Mulgore, yeah, you guys kind of need mounts. The reason why there is a lot of running in Mulgore, the truth about it, the reason why it's so big is because Tauren were supposed to not get mounts. They were supposed to just do plane striding, which is going to be a movement speed ability that they got when they were first level 10. And it would increase their movement speed by 10% baseline. And then as you got higher levels, you would get mount speed that would be equivalent to the mounts. So your plane striding would turn into a baseline 40%. They then added that to Worgen later on with Running Wild and Dark Flight, but it was supposed to be originally a Tauren ability, which is why Mulgore has a lot of moving around and running, because they were planning for the fact that they were going to have baseline movement speed. They eventually then took that out, so now Mulgore is the running around zone that we know it to be, but because it's so beautiful, we don't really care. It just takes our hearts. Just takes our hearts, we love it. All right, we are heading over to the Venture Co. mine and finishing that up. I know that there's a rare deep in there, so let's see if we can get lucky with another one.
We shall see.
Best starting zone changed my mind. Best is tough. It's the most nostalgic for me. I just love the lore of Tearsful Glades. The way that you get every single quest from Brill all at once to go out and explore the entirety of the zone. Teldrassil also high fantasy, being a wood elf going through an entire tree. There's a lot of different aspects when it comes to best. I will say Mulgore's probably my favorite horde zone, with Tearsful Glades being a very close second. And then I would go Teldrassil and Dunmoreau, Elwyn Forest, Durotar. That's a hot take, probably, but you know, that's my ranking. It's my stream, my ranking. What's your favorite starting zone?
Not sure. I guess if I were to pick one, I'd probably have to go back in the newer version with what were they called again?
This is
the Echo Isles.
Oh, you like the Goblin starting zone. Very interesting choice.
That's a troll.
Oh, no, yeah. No, you've seen the 1 to 7 experience. So you like Durotar. Starting zone-wise is like a full-on 1 to 10 experience, not the 1 to 7 experience.
Oh.
So I would say, yeah, you like Durotar. But the Echo Isles is a great 1 to 6. That is fantastic 1 to 6, for sure. If we're going into retail, my favorite starting zone is 100% and always will be Gilneas. The Worgen starting zone, the way that it phases, the story that they tell, the way that you evolve into a Worgen as the story progresses, unbelievably phenomenal. We're playing Conquest of Azeroth, just regular, the 21 classes release. We're not doing the class list. We're also playing a Ranger, Matt. A Ranger. We're playing a Farstrider Ranger, to be specific. So far, it's pretty fun. That's why I keep spawning in these little healing flowers that give us extra HP.
And also why he's being backed up by an abomination and 2 ghouls.
Exactly. All right, so here's my best DPS output that I can do. Let me go ahead and get through these guys real fast, and then I'll see how much damage I can do.
Arcanon Poros.
Thank you for that follow. Appreciate you. Perfect. Yeah, let me just see. Okay, let's reset this. My best damage output as a Farstrider, I have my set. So I'm going to go into stealth. I'm going to apply my dot, go right into a hawk, use my horn, go right into another hawk.
And he's dead.
And that's 2 things dead right away. 70 damage per second burst with Farstrider.
Yowza.
At level 10. And I'm a support class. Yo, this might be my main. I'm not gonna lie. That was fun. That was a really... And also, you spawn in a little pet that also helps. You got invisibility. That's all really good. That feels awesome. Any tips for beginners? I've got a lot of tips. The first thing that I would do is make sure that you play at least 4 to 5 different classes up to level 10 before you decide what your main's going to be. This is going to be a very long-term commitment to that class, and you don't have a lot of time left of the game because of the shelf life of the whole looming court case, that you might not have an opportunity to try a different one if you overcommit to one. So I would try 3 to 4 classes up to level 10, maybe even get them to level 15, try them in the dungeon environment, figure out if you actually want to play that spec, and then commit to a class. When you do commit to a class, make sure that that class is being made on the realm Rexar, so you can join our community and join our Discord, so that way you'll have people to play with whenever you want to. Okay, that's going to be the first tip. The second tip is always use professions. Strongly recommend getting professions that will craft your character gear. So know what class you're playing. If you're a leather wearer, get leatherworking. If you're a chainmail or plate wearer, get mining. Professions have been completely revamped in this game, and you're going to want to level those up and play with them as you level up. You will make your best in slot gear better than any other time that professions have existed before. Oh my god, they updated this mine. This thing's huge. This was not this big in retail. This thing's massive. There's like 4 layers here. Damn, no wonder Mulgore was so freaking rich. They've got gold mines out the wazoo, bro.
May the light embrace you.
Why do you think the venture company came all the way out here?
Appreciate you.
Risking the Tauren.
A Harvest Reaper in PvP, they're so strong if you can balance self-damage and lifesteal. Oh, they take their life to do damage? What an interesting spec. That seems very dangerous and risky and kind of fun. Like I said, they all play completely differently. Every single spec, all 70 specs play differently. So don't just try the classes, try the specializations as well.
Keep in mind, and they also gain health back, but they don't have mana.
Oh, I gotta go this way.
Oh.
The supervisor's down the original path of the mine, not all the additional area.
Not all of the multi-layered excavation quarry.
Yeah, most class identities don't really turn on until like level 13, 14, I would say. So if you are really on the fence of whether or not you like a class or if you don't like a class, honestly, give it its best chance. Plus, if you do 6 classes up to level 15, you'll be able to go through all 3 starter zones, which with their changes, really start to understand how Ascension works. It's going to give you a better opportunity before you commit to your main. But yeah, make sure you're on Rexar as well, for sure. That's the major thing, because you wanna be able to join us. Yeah, if you guys are looking forward to playing some Ascension, or you guys want to join the guild, please make sure you join the Discord first, discord.gg/Redthedeer. Just type in Redthedeer on the server name and you'll be able to see, pop us right into the rules page, at which point you should introduce yourself using the introduction tab. Let me know your character name in the WoW General, and I will send you a guild invite when able. Gotta wait for that guy to spawn. How long does my actual hawk last? It goes away after combat, so I have to. It's only going to be useful. It goes away pretty quickly, it seems like. Just extra bursts of damage, which is nice.
And also stops people from getting to you.
True. Very true. You can self-inflict for heavy hits, but you can get it back with other attacks. Very interesting playstyle. Reaper is one I've not even leveled or tried yet, so that might be one of the ones that I go into. I've avoided it at this point because I play range and I play healer. So being a melee tank spec only, I was obviously one of the ones that I wasn't going to try for a while. That does sound really fun, though.
Well, I also know that they have 1 spec into tank and then 2 into damage, so you don't have to pick tank, but it's probably going to be the most fun depending on the situation.
True. They tagged it first, so we gotta wait again. That flavor is the Citrus Explosion. Incredibly good rogue energy flavor. Thank you, Vic. Good choice. Defiance is the tank spec. Okay, good to know, good to know. They don't use mana. I love all... I currently am enjoying the specs that don't use mana the most. That's probably just my rot retail brain that kind of needs a full rotation to be able to be completed for me to be satisfied. So the spec that uses focus, like the one I'm using right now, is immediately alluring to me because it means I don't have to worry about sitting down and getting mana every single pull. Those mana thirsty, like even my Pyromancer when it first started was really struggling with mana. It only stopped having mana issues when I got a couple talents and a couple extra levels around like 20. So if you are okay with dealing with mana issues or you don't mind having a longer playtime, there's a lot of classes that are mana hungry, but there are also a lot of classes that don't have to deal with that at all. A little bit for everybody. That's the benefit of 70 different specializations. It's wild. Did we get another skill as well while we're here? Hold on, let me move this. Did we get some spells? Nope. No spells at level 11, just probably 12.
Wait, do you have anything in advancement? Because I know you get 1-to-1 either side.
In advancement? What do you mean in advancement? Oh, no, yeah, talent points? Yeah. That's what gave me the hawk ability, was a talent point.
Ah, okay.
Yep. I'm excited to see what this tree turns out to. The Apex talent is called Thalician Brand. It costs 30 focus. It's a 2-minute cooldown. It's an instacast. Mark an enemy for total destruction, increasing your ally's ranged attack power against the target by 300 and dealing 1,000 damage over 3 seconds for every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. That is 1,000 damage every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. That's a total of almost 6,000 damage. The marked target can always be seen by the ranger, whether it stealths or turns invisible. It's basically like Hunter's Mark on steroids and a dot. That's a really cool Apex talent.
And a very good damage dealing for bosses.
Yeah, absolutely. For burst phases, that's going to be so nice in the Ragnaros burst phase. Ranged attack power.
Get certain passives just specified for you, because I have Grave Robber, which reduces mana cost and time for your raise and animate spells. I have Unrelenting Army, damage dealt by Harvest Plague, now has a 80% chance to summon a greater zombie to aid you in combat.
Nice. Yeah, they actually do a good enough job of really allowing you to have buffs and cooldowns. That's one thing that I've noticed with OG Classic WoW versus like this version of Classic Plus is there is a really good philosophy on class design where it feels very similar to a retail spec towards a specific level. You have debuffs, you have buffs, you have cooldowns, you've got crowd control, you've got utility spells, and you've got your full rotation. It's really nice.
And for Necromancers, it's pretty good for us because we get buffs for our minions too, such as Anti-Magic Shell. When you summon a raised minion, it now raises with a shield absorbing magic damage equal to 40% of their maximum health, meaning my Abomination is going to tank a lot of magic attacks.
There's currently 75,000 people playing. 75,000. According to the launcher, that's how many people are playing across all the servers.
Dang.
It's pretty good. There's a lot of people playing. Voice. Alrighty. Hearth out? Let's Hearth out. We've explored plenty. I don't know where your Hearth is set. You might just have to meet me at Thunderbluff. Or Bloodhope.
Oh, I know where that is.
Perfect.
But I can Hearthstone pretty close.
I'm going to download now. Perfect. Go make a character on Rexar and then join the Discord so we can get you invited to the guild later. Look how good the Reaper set looks on a freaking orc, bro. Oh my god, that looks so good. I hate how good gear looks on orcs. Look at that dumb big-ass head.
Shoulder pads.
Oh, that's awesome. It makes my gear look so wimpy. I look like his baby. Hold on. Let me get this in shot real fast. I literally look like his little baby. We're wearing the same gear. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for letting me come on this adventure with you. This was so fun. So silly. I bet you it looks crazy on a torrent as well. The shoulder pads on the torrent are probably bonkers.
Oh, probably.
They should make their own game. They have the skills. They won't have to worry about Blizz. Yeah, we've talked about that too. They definitely are extremely talented people. The reason why they made the Classic Plus was to get Blizzard's attention. They wanted to fight. Go watch that entire video on my TikTok. It's the reason why I did like a whole quick little edited form video. That's on my TikTok and YouTube if you guys are interested in my opinion on why they made Classic Plus the way they did. Thank you for that follow, Echo. Welcome to SIO. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and turn in these quests. We are almost done, man. I think we might have 20 minutes left on this. Really quick playthrough through Mulgore. Not bad at all. Probably about 5 hours, and we dicked around for about 2 of those. To be fair. I mean, it took me about 20 minutes just to read through my talents when we first got there. Ooh, I got a new dagger. Nice. Okay, let's do some leatherworking while we have some time. Buy some extra moments here. And I'll showcase how good leatherworking can be. And I also need to definitely sell half the crap in my bags. Use my transmog macro. I got a lot of transmog from that. That was awesome. And we'll head over to the trade profession tent. I have... Oh, I actually don't have as much leather as I thought. I've got 22 leather scraps, though, so I guess that'll be turned into it. Selling all of these. Gold, baby! Let's go. Yep, that's an upgrade. Gonna have to go through each of these and look at the upgrade. It's not going to be super visible now, but as you guys get higher level and you're looking at all these stats, a lot of people that aren't used to classic World of Warcraft, the main stat you just need to focus on is going to be attack power, ranged attack power, or spell power, healing power. That is it. So any type of gear that gives you an upgrade, if you think it's an upgrade, go over to your stat character line and look at your attack power. So you can see my range attack power is 75. 30 with my buff, and then 5 from all of my gear. So you can see here, if I take off my brand new little sandals, my attack power drops by 3. Your attack power is going to be how much extra damage all of your abilities will do. When you're leveling up until you get to about level 60, even I'd say like level 45, attack power is going to be king. Obviously, you want to go for your primary stat, agility, intellect, or strength, but really when you're going through there and you're like, oh, is this an upgrade? Is this not an upgrade? This has a little bit of haste. This has a little bit of crit. Think of all those extra things as tertiary stats, and your primary stat being the attack power gains, spell power gains, or your primary stat gains. Those will be king. You will only really feel those upgrades, those strength upgrades, those gear progressions if you're focusing on your attack power. You could get a piece of gear that gives you 30 spirit and 2 intellect, but if you have a different staff that has 21 spell power, it actually might be a downgrade, even though that's a lot of spirit, because mana regen is not something that's necessarily that useful in this game. A lot of the classes have really good mana regen, so where that would have been a huge upgrade for healers back in the day, now you're actually losing power because the healing power has gone down because you removed that much spell power. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your crafting, when you're doing your gear. Power is king. Remember that. Okay, let's go to the... This is not the trade goods area. Oh, there it is.
I have 1,000 armor.
That's a lot. Where's the trade goods vendor? This is general goods. I need, like... There he is. I was over here. Okay. Let's pull up our leatherworking. Let's go light leather. Again, each of these is going to give me 2 skill ups. So you can see down... Well, you guys can't see it, but I'm getting here 21, 23... almost 25. I can make a bunch of armor kits to level up, but let's go ahead and make sure that we have our book open so we can see when we are going to upgrade. And stitched leather pants. Okay, let's get some coarse thread. Buy about 20 of those. I can make some cloaks. I'm not going to get to the greens, I don't think. Boots will probably be my best bet. None of these are going to have the secondary stats until I get into the greens. Okay. Did we get a green item? The first time that you can craft a green item, you will notice it will amazingly give you 2 secondary stats. Okay, so here we go. I actually have Tiger's Eye, so I can make one of these. So this is a green item. The green item, the way the professions work, quick little recap. If the item has base stats, okay? This has agility and intellect. That's going to be good across the board for pretty much any leatherware. You also have the Malachi stitch wraps. This is only going to have intellect. However, you're going to get 2 secondary stats every time you craft at least a decent quality of green item or higher. So this will have agility, intellect, and 2 secondaries. Those secondaries could be any stats. They could be agility, attack power, haste, crit chance, spell penetration, stamina, whatever. It could be anything. So there's massive incentive to continue to farm out gear. And then the really cool thing, I'm going to actually spend 7 light leather on this just to demonstrate it. I'm going to get on these boots agility, intellect, and spirit. Not great for me, but if you were a caster, you just got the freaking jackpot, okay? Now, the really cool thing you can do with that... Yeah, Venomancer would love these type of leathers. I might actually save that for Vic's character. Now what you want to do is you want to make these light leather upgrade kits, okay? You're going to get those throughout all your tiers. It'll turn into medium leather, whatever it might be. All the professions have an upgrade kit. You can spend a decent amount of resources on them. You'll make one of them. You're going to take that item, you're going to use it on your crafted piece of gear, and all this is going to upgrade is just the base stats, 1 tier, okay? So this is going to do my armor, my agility, and my intellect. You now can see that the piece of gear is 15 armor, 2 agility, 2 intellect, and then my 2 secondary stats that I got randomly. That had a chance to be attack power and agility. So there is a theory, there's a whole on end game that you can do at any level with professions, where I went around and I farmed up those pieces of gear, or farmed up those materials, and made 5 or 6 or 10 of these boots, farming the exact amount of stats that I needed. It's very Diablo in that sense, right? You're just going to keep re-rolling the gear until you get the stats that you need. So in this case, I didn't get anything that I needed, but a good demonstration, if I liked intellect and spirit, which I don't, upgrading it would increase my agility and intellect by 1 and my armor by a couple. You're also going to be able to do that until it turns blue, superior quality. So you're always going to get base quality, refined quality, superior quality. Every piece of gear can be upgraded twice. It'll turn it into a blue, so you can equip your entire gear with blue. But this was just one simple little example of how crafting can dramatically affect your play style and your playthrough for the better. So if you actually like professions and you want them to be useful, this game allows them to be useful. It's very fun. Thank you for that follow, Clark P. I appreciate you. Welcome to SIO. Hopefully that helps when you guys go into your Ascension playthrough. We did just learn the Embossed Leather Vest, which has 2 stamina, so we have a chance to get agility and attack power on that. We'll be focusing crafting that in the future. Let's go through our first aid. Something else I'd like you to look at is, ideally we can level up with professions here. So every single time I make a piece of gear that gives me a skill up, you're going to get a percentage of XP from how difficult that item was to make, right? How many resources it used. On average, each thing has like a score. We're going to train this up into heavies now. I only get 17 for the light ones, but because this is a harder piece of gear to make, I should get more. 23 XP per craft. This is just from first aid. So you're not even wasting time when it comes to leveling while doing professions. You're actually still giving yourself the benefit of XP farming, but also getting some of your professions done. Feels like a real game. All right, I got all the way through that. We've got cooking to do. I also have my bushcraft. Yeah, look at this. I can still do bushcrafting. Might as well get some Kier light leathers. Get some more of those. Okay. Craft some more skins. See if I can get some skill ups from it. Probably not. I'm going to actually hold on to some crude leather because I'm not really needing those water, and I want to make sure that it's all of those new things that we just got that we're not going to use. Bushcrafting is a profession that only rangers get to do. It's awesome. They will close this down, but it's going to be at least 3 months before they get even close to doing it, according to Ascension's lawyers. They're going to fight it for as long as they can, which is good for us. We love that. I'm going to buy some mild spices and some simple flour. Make some, probably only need 2 of these. Make some spice bread, and then we'll go into our herb baked eggs and charred wolf meat. How much space is this patch altogether? 40 gigs, give or take, for the entire launcher. And you can play all versions of Ascension with that 1 download, which is bonkers, considering I just downloaded 400 gigabyte download for Halo. Why does that game need 400 gigs when this game only needs 40? I don't freaking know. Absolutely not. No, this is not a waste to download it. This is the most fun game you're going to play for free without spending $1 in your life. I guarantee it.
Or at least for the next 3 months.
Yeah, I guarantee it. It is worth the download. It is worth spending an hour on it. You will have fun and you will continue to play, I promise. It's that freaking good. All right, I just have herbs to sell, so I could put those in the auction house, but I think I might just vendor them. Not worry about it too much. And I'll keep the malachite. Keep the stringy wolf meat. One more. Thank you. We actually leveled up from doing professions. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but we are now level 12, and we've not moved from this spot. So, you guys needed more evidence of it. I got an inscribed leather breastplate, stamina and spirit leather. That's pretty good, but I'm losing some agility. Should be fine for right now. And then extra stamina cloak. Nice. Not gonna need that. Keep the shadow gem. Ooh, I got a new bow too. And it's got attack power. Perfect. Equipping, thank you. And we'll go here, we'll go here, we'll go here. All right, my bags are now set. I don't need this water. I don't even use water. Do I have another stream with me? Cured ham. Gross. Give me that ham. Get that ham out of here. Alrighty, let's finish this up, man. Let's go to Thunderbluff. Go check out Daddy Bane.
Let's go.
Everyone moves on to another game. I mean, that's going to be every game. I'm not going to be playing this game in probably a month and a half. And it's probably still going to be around. I mean, I might be playing this game in a month and a half. I'm having so much fun. But it's probably still going to be around. But it's unlikely that more people, on average, are going to commit more than like a month to any random game. You know, I've met several people that played World of Warcraft for a month. Or they'll play World of Warcraft for a month, subscribe for 6 months, and only never play it again. You know, and then they'll just waste those 6 months worth of sub time. This game has no price commitment to it, so there's no reason not to at least download it and play it. If you don't like it, you can always uninstall it, and if you only play it for a week, you at least got that enjoyment out of that 1 week, you know? Like, just go with what you think is going to give you the most amount of fun every single moment of the day. Stop worrying about too much in the future. The way that the geopolitical state is in the world and everything, like, we have no idea if we're going to be alive tomorrow. Like, you got to start, everyone's just got to start living life every day at a time and stop worrying about the future so much. And this is a perfect example of that. So many people are scared to download Ascension because they're like, oh, it's not going to be around anymore. Should I play it? It's like, yeah, because the time that you do get to play it, it's 100% worth it. Whoa, there's Darkmoon Fair stuff there now. Wasn't there earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that weird? That definitely wasn't there earlier. It's coming soon. I guess they showed up in the meantime while we were questing. That's pretty fun.
Damn.
That's awesome. Just wish they had made the game not in WoW just to prevent it from getting it shut down. A lot of people do. I made a video on this as well. This is a hot take, but they made the game World of Warcraft to get shut down. They wanted to prove a point to Blizzard that they could make this game and that this game has an audience and that this game has a desire and a need and that Blizzard should get their ass into gear and make a version of this game. That's why they made this. They obviously could go make any game they wanted to. They could go make the best MMO in the entire world. They want to play World of Warcraft and they want to play a legal version of it. So they just made their own to prove to Blizzard that this is good enough and that there's a market for it. It's all a marketing ploy. They wanted to get into this legal dispute. They are in their end game now. They're doing everything they chose out to do. They literally succeeded. This was their goal and they're winning. Look at this. This is awesome. Love Thunderbluff. And now...
Like, look at so many people already here.
Yeah.
That are,
so many
that
people
are basically playing right now.
Yeah. So many people are online. So it's incredible good community. They've obviously done what they wanted to do. They made this World of Warcraft because they wanted World of Warcraft. And now Blizzard has to make a choice. Shut it down and just leave this market completely untapped, which is an insane amount of money that Blizzard could make if they do. They're not going to. Blizzard's going to announce Classic Plus at BlizzCon. They probably already have most of it made. They're just making sure that their competition is out of the way for when their game gets released. Everyone is forced to play their version of it. It was Ascension's endgame. It's now their goal. They've achieved it. They've won. We all will get Classic Plus for their sacrifice. So respect to the people who made the game. Honor to the heroes who've fallen. I do wish that they made their own game, and maybe they will in the future, but they did this one for a purpose. And that purpose has been fulfilled. That's my take on it. What's the best healing and DPS class in your opinion? I play as Starcaller. I think that's it. I think you're playing it. Starcaller is probably my favorite. I will say Farstrider is very fun. This could be one of the best DPS specs. Farstrider, where you summon in the Hawks and you have like the support system with heals and everything else. That's a pretty fun playstyle. So I would say range DPS, Farstrider. Healer would be Starcaller. They already had it made before this game even came out, so Classic Plus isn't because of this. No, but Classic Plus is going to get greenlit and finished because of this. Like, Season Discovery was not Classic Plus. And a lot of the things that they put into this game, you're going to end up seeing in a trailer for Classic Plus at BlizzCon. Mark my words. Clip it and replay it in 6 months. I promise. What's up, Kane? What's up, Karen? What's up, Daddy Karen? Buff? Love you. We are hunters. Down below in Mulgore, there is a mighty Kodo named Eridshi. Show me your skills in the ways of tracking and hunting by bringing me the horn of this beast. Anything you want, Dad. I mean, Karen. Ooh, going to the Hunter's Rise. Blood Mage, thinking of making a Blood Elf one. Blood Mage is fun. The melee range hybrid spec, that's the Accursed, it kind of plays like a Devourer, is extremely strong. I didn't necessarily like their ranged DPS spec. I've seen a bunch of people playing the tank, but the problem is there's no customization option with the tank. So when you're in the Worgen male wolf form, you're kind of stuck in that forever. So if you like the way that that looks, it's really cool. The problem is like, my wife was playing it and she didn't get the option to play as a female version of that model, so she chose not to like it. Like, she chose to not play it because she wanted to look like a female wolf and she didn't get that option. Like, obviously everyone's going to say wolves don't have a gender, they look like male or females, they don't have boobies. The model's in the game. They could have put the wolf model in the game, they just wanted it to be more iconic with a werewolf model, and all the werewolves don't have a gender, they all look the same, so that's why that one does. But you are limited to the customization of their design. Same with the Venomancer. So if you play Venomancer, you're stuck in just the spider model. And it doesn't really look like a druid spider model. It just looks like a druid or a spider. So if you're really cool with just the play style of those classes and not necessarily the cosmetics, then go for it. Have fun. For me, the Accursed Blood Mage was the best version of that spec, but I think one of the other DPSs was also really good. I would recommend Starcaller or Sun Cleric instead. I wish they can improve that in the future. They probably will. I do imagine that there will be updates if they can buy enough time and provide a reason to give updates, they will. Greetings! Here's your Cougar Claws. Thank you. Level 12! Wait, did I just level up again, or is that a renown? Oh, I'm honored with Thunderbluff now. Got it. If you wish to walk the Hunter's Path, then the journey leads to the Barrens. Oh, that's my Barrens transfer quest. Booyah. Alright, I've got my 2 quests that are north of Thunderbluff. Let's go get those done, and then we are completed through Mulgore. Only took a couple of hours. Not really any changes to the zone, just those 2 additional quests with the fire elementals and the totems from the harpies. They thought this zone was good enough as it is, and rightfully so. It is traditional, classic, and very fun. From day 1 World of Warcraft to right now, it is still as good of a zone as it's always been. I love my Starcaller so far. It's incredible. Recently made a Sun Cleric too, so it's ballin'. Yeah, no, you're doing good. You're playing all the right classes, at least in my opinion, of the ones that are really fun.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, we got some extra. We got some extra classes here. Testing the enemy strength. Yeah, this is going to be the Grim Totem up in the north, right? This is the Cataclysm attachments. And then the Venture Co. tools is this quest here, and then we are good. Ooh, wait, hold on.
Rune Totem?
Oh, this is the Wailing Caverns quest. Don't need to grab it. Look, guys, it's baby Arc Druid. It's Hamal Rune Totem. Look at him in his little baby state. He doesn't have his traditional gear. He's just a little Tauren in some leather. He's got like a little staff that looks like it drops from the model in Wailing Cavern. Little Arc. Does he always have a chopped off horn? Am I wrong? That transmog is dope, thank you. Yeah, it's the Reaper transmog set. If you play this, you can choose the class set Reaper and get it for free. I don't know if he's always had the chopped off horn. Has he always had the chopped off horn?
I don't know. Give me a second.
Yeah, someone look that up. Someone let me know. That would be news to me. What level you at? I'm currently level 12. So we're playing Farstrider Ranger. And yes, this is Conquest. You give up on WoW? Not at all. Not at all. We're going to be back on WoW literally tomorrow. I've been playing WoW throughout the week, but we've been playing this obviously insanely because the community's been loving it. But we'll be playing some mount farming and PTR testing tomorrow on retail World of Warcraft. Is there fall damage right now? He does
have his horn chopped off.
Interesting.
Even his Hearthstone version, he has it off.
Oh, that's something I don't think I've ever noticed until just now. That's funny. Really cool.
There's even
it's great to see you.
Even a classic version of him.
How are you, Cadillac? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're obviously going to be going back to WoW when 12.1 drops, for sure. Do the class sets drop only once on your first character, or is there a way to get them all free? You'll get 2 for free. You'll get 1 for a character you make on Rexar, and you'll get 1 for a character you make on Vol'jin. That's why we're on Vol'jin right now. Our main stuff's all on Rexar, but if you get to level 10 on both servers, you'll be able to get 2 class sets and 2 transmogs. The whole reason we did this entire today to go through Mulgore was 1, to see Mulgore's changes, and also to get this Reaper set. So I accomplished both of my goals, and stream obviously was incredible for it, so. You can transfer your character. That's true too. That is true too.
True. That's what I should do for Zabari.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna merge the servers at one point, so. Aaron Shee, looking for a giant Kodo. Where are you, you dirty boy? He's all furry and gruffled and old. Does he still have Thunder Stomp in this and stuns me? I'm gonna die. Because I am very squishy.
Hold on. I'm getting down there. Give me a second.
I don't know where he is, though. So make both realms, get chests, and do it. They won't merge them. They merged Bronzebeard. They used to have Whisperwind and Bronzebeard, and then they merged it to Bronzebeard once it got low pop. I'm sure that they'll, if there is a low enough server drop, when Friday drops and everyone jumps over to the classless Season 10 experience, they might consider bringing them together at some point. I don't think, definitely not. It might not be something they care about because they're so close to dealing with everything else, but I do think it's something that they would do if there was a need for it to be done. They've done it before in the past. You can get 1 on a server and 1 on another. I wish I could get more on 1. I'm a Vol'jin main. You can also get them, yeah. You're not going to be able to get them for free, I don't think. There might be a way, but not that I know of, so you're going to have to get that information elsewhere. These are all the add-ons I'm running. Take a screenshot. My 1 for my UI is move anything. I got him over here.
Here he is.
And then Scada for damage, Postal for the map, Pet Leash because I like companions. And then the main one I recommend is Baginator. This freaking add-on is a champion of all add-ons. It makes classic and retail World of Warcraft so easy to manage your bags. Give me that. Look at my hockey. There you are. You're such a good little hawk. You're so good. Oh, look at your little face. All right, you go on. Go to the afterlife. I'll summon you back later. So crazy. Thank you. I screenshotted. Perfect. No worries. Is there a questy-like add-on for Ascension? You don't really need it. They use the Cataclysm Quest Helper. So you can see that I've got perfect quest guidance. I can literally pull it up. It's got the little diamond. If you wanted a quest helper, there are a couple that you can download. I saw that there's one specifically that they have on the launcher. Let me see what that looks like real fast. Hold on. You get all the add-ons while you're doing add-ons. You can get all the add-ons through the launcher. This is just the launcher of the game. So like the battle.net launcher for World of Warcraft, you have this little add-ons up here in the top right. Click on that. You can see, just click these. These are all add-ons that are compatible and are partnered with Ascension that work with them to make sure that their add-on is up to date and compatible. You know, you got stuff on here like weak ores. If you miss weak ores, that still works on this. The one for questing, I think, is down here. That's kind of like questy. You also could probably just download Questy, but if you get PF Quest is this one. That's the one that they recommend that's like Questy. I didn't really like it. I thought it was a little bit too invasive, in my opinion. It took me out of the immersive experience of running around and exploring a little too much. It made the game a little bit too much like a railroad, but if you really don't want to worry about questing, you just want to go from point A to point B and just get it done and then move on, then that might be your best bet. You also, like I said, can download Questy, but any other third-party add-on that's not on the launcher there is going to potentially severely cause disruption to your gameplay. Anytime that someone says that they lag or they have really bad connection and that Ascension's horrible, it's because they've downloaded third-party add-ons that did not cooperate or work well with the servers of Ascension. So just be careful when you download third parties. I would go through everything just through them. The World Forged add-on? I don't. I've been exploring to find my World Forged items, and I'm okay with missing a couple. It's more fun when I find them naturally. but I can imagine having the World Forged add-on is awesome. If I'm on my like 3rd character main that I'm leveling up all the way through, I'd probably download it because I wouldn't want to miss them at that point, but my first couple playthroughs I'm running without it. Is there a difference between the 2 different servers? No. Rexar and Vol'jin are just population differences. They're sister servers, so they should do the exact same game. You should have 0 differences outside of connecting to guilds and connecting to players, connecting to friends. That's all going to be based off of the server. Like we said, they will probably merge the servers at some point if they get low enough in population. So Friday will be the biggest test because that's when the class list season 10 comes out, and we're going to lose. There's going to be a pretty big exodus from this to that. The player base isn't going to go down, obviously. There's still going to be 80,000 people playing, but they'll be playing a different server. So that will be the first time that this server will feel more empty. And depending on how long it stays empty, we might get a class merge in like a month or so, or a realm merge in like a month or so. We'll see.
I sure hope so.
I'll probably stick to the Ascension quest guide. Yeah, it's totally fine. Like the Cataclysm quest guide, I haven't really missed any quests, and if I have, it's probably just some one-off quest that tells me to go pick up a paw or something somewhere. The Cataclysm quest guide is more than enough for you to be able to play this game in its entirety and have a fun experience that doesn't take you out of the immersion too much. Holy Bud, congratulations. Go enjoy some fun. Make sure you make a character on the Rexar server if you want to join the guild. It can be Horde or Alliance. Guilds are cross-faction. Rexar is the server that we are currently playing on. And when we do our class list run on Friday, when that drops, we will be doing the Darkmoon Faire Wild run. And we'll probably end up making a guild on that one as well. I don't know if I'm going to do the make your own, the free pick, just because I don't have the brain capacity to learn a brand new meta for how to combine classes and specs, and that's just so overwhelming. So I'll stick with the random, but we're also only going to probably give that 1 or 2 tries. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Wow, I just got 2 big upgrades.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Some nice ones. Agility, stamina. I mean, I guess I could just take the extra agility. This one's just a flat-out upgrade over that. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to cleanse the well. Last question. I know I ask a lot. No, you're totally fine too. I love the interaction. What do you think about Reaper and Necro? Solid's dope. If you like melee, Reaper's going to be really fun. If you like ranged, Necro's going to be really fun. But they both have... Go for it.
But if you want to be ranged while still feeling a bit tanky, Necromancer, her animation might be your deal.
Yeah. Necromancer's like Demonology Death Knight. So you spawn in a bunch of stuff, but they're all like undead models, and you can control them, and a lot of your damage and play style is through your pets. Where Reaper, a lot of the gameplay rotates around you sacrificing health to deal damage. So you fluctuate between how much damage you deal to yourself, you heal yourself back up, while also dealing damage based off of your life drain. So it's kind of like Life Tap if Life Tap was an entire class. I recommend playing through at least 6 to 5 different classes, 5 to 6 different classes before you declare your main. Try to declare a role before you declare your main, and then try all the different classes that fit that role. That'll give you the best opportunity to find a class you actually enjoy playing. Otherwise, you might get stuck on a class that you don't like at all, and this game could be shut down at any given moment after today. Today was the first day that they actually met in court. I got to do some research on how that went. I'll post a video on that news later. Probably tomorrow it'll drop. So if you guys are interested in more of the news on what's going on with the court, I'll post an update if there is an update tomorrow. But it could literally be shut down at any given point after today. So I would estimate at least 3 months to 4 months of battling before Ascension either throws the white flag or Blizzard gives up or whatever might happen. So keep posted on all of that. Until then, you don't have a lot of time. You have no idea how much time you have. So get on, enjoy as much as you possibly can, but don't overcommit to a class that you do not enjoy. Definitely still try to find a class that you find fun. Thank you for the DJ spin, Avia. I appreciate those coins. I was always a DPS enjoyer, so far from what I've tried, Starcaller was my top one. Starcaller is one of the most fun ones from what everyone is saying. That's probably one of my favorite DPS specs. The rotation on it is so fun. I've been really enjoying Farstrider, though. This is an incredibly built class.
Hi.
Mwah. Mwah. I've got 2 quests left. I'm turning them in.
Perfect. Awesome timing. I'm gonna go up front.
Okay. We are going to go see Odyssey tonight, chat. That's why we have a time limit on our stream. That's also why we went live early. So next time you guys see me after we're done with Mulgore tonight will be tomorrow morning. We'll either be doing the PTR tomorrow morning, or we will be doing Project Ascension questing tomorrow morning, and then we will be doing mount farming at some point, or the PTR tomorrow night. We'll see. I like to play it by ear, but I'll always post in the Discord what I'm going to do before I go live, so you guys know. Again, join the Discord, discord.gg/Redthedeer. You just have to type in my name when you try to look for a server, Redthedeer, and it'll send you to our homepage. All right, let's go end with Daddy Cairn, and then we are done with Mulgore. I can give an official review and talk about the changes that were there, what I enjoyed about it, and if I recommend it as a starting zone for new players into Ascension. Overall, it was pretty good. Mulgore is always Mulgore. You know? Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Perfect. One of the best zones for any of the professions outside of mining. You're going to have a really hard time finding any veins, especially when there's this many people and it's that competitive. But if you want herbalism or you want leatherworking, this is the zone that you want to level through. You're going to get an abundant of leather. Like literally just unlimited amount of leather. Every single quest, you're going to be killing stuff. There's mobs just on the ground to skin any given time. So if you're trying to do leatherworking and skinning, you want to do Mulgore. If you want to do mining for the Horde, you probably want to do Duratar. And then Tearsful Glades I would just pick if you want to have fun, because Tearsful Glades is always just a fun time. That would be my 3 recommendations. I always like to choose a starter zone based off of profession. I'll let that guy get those. But I'm grabbing these 2. Just because professions are very important in this version of the game, and you don't want to waste any time doing it. I'll make a character on Rexar to chill with you guys. Oh, for sure, Sith. Appreciate you. Sorry.
It also helps in Mulgore that there's like 60% of all the angry mobs here are actually beasts.
Sure.
So
yeah, it's very useful, and there's just so many of them. Like even in Tearsful Glades and Duratar, you'd be like, oh well, there's a lot of boars, and you could get skinning done and all those, but it's like, yeah, but they're not everywhere. You know what I mean? Like anytime you turn your camera anywhere in Mulgore, you're gonna see something you can skin, and that's just gonna be the best way. If you want to do leatherworking, yeah, definitely go to Mulgore for sure.
Yeah, probably for wood cutting, maybe the Undercity, since it's a lot more lively and less plain here.
Yeah, if you are playing a character that uses a staff and a wand, so like a Chronomancer, honestly, like Tearsful Glades might be your best bet, because that's going to be primarily where you're going to get a lot of free wood. That's not going to have a lot of competition. So if you want to focus woodworking, which is a secondary, every single person can take it. You're going to get the most resources for building staffs and building shields and building wands via Tearsful Glades. For sure. Wood Kava? What'd you guys think about Witch Hunter and Ranger? Ranger is very fun. It plays like a ranged rogue. So you've got focus, you build combo points, you spend those combo points, you can go invisible, you stealth, you've got, you know, like a dots that you apply. There's a support class with Ranger called Farstrider, which is really fun. So if you like a rogue spec and you want to try ranged rogue, there's also a melee version on Ranger as well. So Ranger's a good bet if you like if you don't want to be too lost in the class. This is a very iconic Hunter Rogue combo. So if you've played Hunter or Rogue in retail, you're going to know how to play this class very quickly. And then when it comes to Witch Hunter, I've never played it. I don't know. So that one's going to be one that I can't give any advice on. I can tell you I've seen it in PvP a lot, so a lot of people do like it. I've got the horn! Well done, a fine kill that was. I will send a gathering party to collect the carcass so we can retrieve the hide and meat. You've done a great deed for your people. Ooh. Forgot you guys are all about everything, huh? Grab this, couple upgrades, 3 agility. Yeah, I already skinned him, dude, so sorry if you can't find the body? Oh, I don't know. All right. That is Mulgore. Let's give it an official review. I think, first, let's talk about the changes. They only added 2 quests. from my experience, from when I did this last time on retail, and when I did this last time on Kata Classic, and when I did this last time on hardcore, it was the exact same experience after you leave the 1 to 7 starting zone. So once you leave Camp Narachi and you go to Bloodhoof, there's only 2 new quests. You have the quest to kill the elementals right immediately in Bloodhoof, which is really dangerous. Those guys hit hard. And you've got the quest to go get the totems from the Harpies in the north. Otherwise, it is the OG Mulgore. So if you're not looking to explore and be forced to learn a new quest that you've never seen before, Mulgore could be a really good bet for you. As someone who wants to see the new content, little disappointed they didn't add any more. Even Bloodhoof Village was probably the most unchanged of all of the secondary cities. Overall, when it comes to things added and experience, when it comes to professions and everything else, Mulgore is pretty much the same experience as it always has been. It's just so nostalgic and very fun. I would say as a questing journey through on Ascension, 7 out of 10. Can't go wrong. You know, it's right in that sort of middle ground. Let's go 6 out of 10. I think a couple of the other zones are going to be better, so I'll leave them extra space for that extra enjoyment. For example, there's a lot of changes to Elwyn Forest. There's a lot of changes to Tirisfal Glades. So if you guys want a lot of changes, you want to see what those new things are, you want to go through the experience and try the whole new Ascension package, probably try a different zone. If you want the familiarity and the comfortability of Mulgore, go ahead and give Mulgore a try. It's been fun learning from you, mate. I'll join the Discord server for sure. Yeah, for sure. And if you guys missed any part of the stream tonight, please go check out my YouTube. I've got 2 of them. My personal channel, Redthedeer. Pretty much anything that gets posted on TikTok is going to get posted there besides lawn form content. And then I've got my VOD channel. So that's going to be the entire VODs posted from start to finish on that channel. If you missed any part of the stream, you can go check that out. That's Redthedeer VODs on YouTube. I'll also post a bunch of shorts, clips from the stream that are highlights. Go give that channel a subscription. We literally just made it. I think it's got 10 subscribers right now. So go get those numbers up. Give me some subscriptions on that YouTube channel. But until the next time I see you guys tomorrow morning at noon, you guys play smart, play with your hearts, and always your red nose. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much, Gut, for joining us. I appreciate you. What do you want to be called in the community, by the way?
No problem.
What do you want to be called in the community? Because I know you've got a different name on TikTok than what you joined on Discord and this.
I got plenty of names spread out everywhere, but you can just call me James if you want.
James? All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, James. This was so fun going through the whole zone with me. This was a blast.
No problem at all.
I look forward to doing some more content with you in the future. All right, that's it. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Good stream. Bye.